Yeah, I got it right there.
Ooh. 3, 2, 1. No, sorry, yeah, huh?
Yeah.
Yours didn't do the full countdown.
Yeah.
Normally it does a 3,
3, 2, 1.
yeah.
And then do it.
And then
Just
it's
went right to it.
just went right to it.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, and when that's that was live. You want live too?
Yeah, on here.
Stuff coming. Are we on?
That was live.
How's the volume?
I keep the door on the camera closed.
Alright, low.
Yeah, heard that was too.
Alright.
Alright, check that was live. Okay, yeah. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Yeah, we're the true Hebrew Israelites. Come out week in, week out. Prophesy the downfall of America. You know, the downfall or the unfortunate but fortunate demise of 2/3 of the Lord's people. Because there's a reckoning of the Most High that has to come to America, to Babylon the Great, but ultimately to the world, right? Because Jacob's trouble is going to be everybody's trouble. So this is a thing that the Lord is going to try. It says the Lord trieth the world, right? The earth, right? But things are happening, right? As far as prophecy, and let me get let me get Zechariah 14 and 13. So yeah, we're gonna get started, and we're gonna give first and foremost, we're gonna give all praise, all honor, and all glory. Call Elohim, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Kodash. Right? Because we're coming to the time that all hell is about to break loose. Right? Jacob's trouble is everybody's trouble, man. Right? But it's gonna be race wars, right? So before the micro C hit push, you're gonna see what was a thing called polycrisis, man, throughout the whole entire earth, right? You know, you had was it a tornado or something out there in Tennessee? Was it yesterday or today? You got all these different things, earthquakes in diverse places. You have these things happen in this place, but hey, the Lord, and you can see these things with these Edomites, man. Things are starting to rile up between Jacob and Esau, man. Right? You know, even Moab, right? Moab, this thing with this Moabite killing this young Jake and getting off. This is all things to rile everything up to the race wars, man. You know? So yeah. So we'd like to give all praise to Yahweh Shema Shai, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and do well. To the elder apostles, bishops in Connecticut, the bishops, the preachers, the teachers, the evangelists, and the four winds preaching in truth and sincerity, risking your lives more now than ever, the hopeful elect, Shalom.
Shalom.
Right? To the Israelite foreigners who phenotype may look like another nation, but bloodline goes back to Israel through your father and have come back to the fold. Shalom.
Shalom.
To your sisters, you are Kwathim, who listen and learn. Hey, we're going to go ahead. Shalom. We're going to go into this lesson.
I got it.
Go ahead.
It's in the book of Zechariah, chapter 14, verse 13, and it reads, it says, "And it shall come to pass in that day that a great tumult from the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai shall be among them."
Right. A great tumult. Right. Can you look up that the definition for tumult?
I'll read it again when the brother get that. It says, again, Zechariah 14, verse 13, and it says, "And it shall come to pass in that day that a great tumult from the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai shall be among them." See, this is coming from the Lord. This is the Lord doing it. The Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is behind it, you know?
Right. Absolutely.
100%.
Right. The Lord said, yeah, he's gonna Well, it talks about who shall arouse Judah,
Right.
right? Can you get that? That who shall arouse Judah? That Genesis 49, I believe it's 9. It's just a 49. I think it's 9. I think it's after 8. Because 8 goes into, and then I think it's 9. Genesis 49 and 9, or maybe it might be 8. But I know it goes into Judah right there at 8.
I got it.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
this is the book of Genesis, chapter 49, and
I think it's 9 or is it 10?
no, it's 9. I'm
Okay,
I wanted to
okay.
get up a little. You know what? I'm starting at 8. It says, Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise.
Right, so Judah is the so-called Negro, right, in America, but there's a thing called with the Judeans, right, when the time of Yahushua, who the world ignorantly calls JC, was on the scene. It was the Judeans that were in the land, in the kingdom, when the Romans had them as paying tributaries. It was the time of our Lord when he sacrificed himself, gave himself up for the nation of Israel. There was the 3 tribes that were there. It was Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. And those people are, through reincarnation, those people are here again in America, right? And those are the so-called African Americans. So-called Benjamin is the so-called Jamaican or West Indies, right? And then the Levites are the so-called Haitians here in America, here in this, the Americas, in this region, right? In the Western Hemisphere, was the hindermost of the nations, right? The Western Hemisphere, right? Go ahead.
Yep, and you just make the point too, they give you scattered anywhere.
Yeah, and then we're scattered everywhere. Yeah.
Yep. It says again, Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall
Right.
be in the neck of thy enemies.
Right, which we created a lot of things. You know, the car, the open heart surgery, right? You created the country, rap, blues, you know, everything. So what? There's a lot of praise that goes on behind that, because Judah is always the one that has that swag, that style that everybody follow behind. You know, no one was really wearing their hat backwards and their shoes untied and their pants hanging down till they seen the so-called African American doing it, right? You know, nobody's wearing Jordans like that until they seen the so-called African, or you know, that's why they get you to try to get them to wear the Gucci, the Fendi, because really those places don't make money. People ain't looking to buy that stuff like that. Those are super expensive. You know what I mean? You let the rich buy, but because of that, it made it popular, right?
Yeah, everybody want to follow Judah.
Everybody want to follow Judah.
They want to be like Mike.
Right.
Mike was Judah,
yeah.
you know?
Right.
You know, but with that though, like we always say, you know, everybody want to be the nigga till it's time to be the nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But plus, not to mention, the Lord said that He was going to raise up the tents of Judah first, which is a continuation of the rest of the tribes coming into the truth.
That's was that Zechariah 12? 12 and 7, I believe.
Yeah.
I'll read this again. It says Genesis chapter 49 and verse 8. Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thy enemies.
And that's what we're about to come into, where Judah's going to have his hand in the neck of his enemies, man. Right? Because what? Yeah. Basically, you see this thing. What was that dude's name? Some Edomite was going around saying the N-word, and like basically he was basically inciting Jake to do something, but I guess he got caught up. There was a shooting in front of a police station, so he's getting charged now. So at first all these Edomites thought it was funny that he would go around and basically incite Jake to basically do something to him. He'll go around the black neighborhoods and he'll film and say the N-word, right? Mm-hmm. Right? You're ultimately playing a deadly game, man. And if something happened to you, but of course they're looking to be a false accuser to Jake anyway, right? Mm-hmm. They're looking for that something so they can come down upon us, they can come against us, right?
They want to poke the bear and then act like the bear is wrong when it does what it naturally does.
Right, and that's that's what they're looking to do, right?
Mhm.
Like I say, any crisis, we're just some incident away from all hell breaking loose, right? You got that? Up?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This is Zechariah chapter 12, and verse 7. The Lord Yahweh Shema Shah also shall save the tents of Judah first.
Right, to save the tents of Judah first, right? Because what we're gonna come back into the knowledge you should bethink yourself in the land of your captivity, right? And that's ultimately what happened. And that started with Judah, Benjamin, and Levi,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Now, there was no coincidence. Yahweh Shai went to the Judites first,
Right.
in Jerusalem.
Right.
The Holy Land, because the Northern Kingdom was
Was
already
over
here
here,
in,
yeah.
in the so-called Americas.
Yeah, Arzareth, yeah,
In Arsareth, yep.
yeah. Done.
That the glory of the house of David and the glory of the inhabitants of Jerusalem.
All right, because that's a promise that he gave to David. He said there always should be someone to sit on your throne, right, out of your thinking. So if he didn't raise up
On your
Judah,
loins, yep.
yeah, out of your, yeah, he didn't raise up Judah, then there would be no to be there to be, so you had to raise the tents of Judah first, man. Yeah, ultimately, yeah. That's why Yahweh Shai went to them first. First to the Jews, and then to what? Then to the Gentiles, which are you Israelites in a Gentile state of mind,
Mhm.
right? Not to everybody, not to the whole world. First to the Jews, then to the Gentiles, or if you want to call them, if you want to say, well, but it says Greek. Well, like I like when brothers say, well, are you Greek? And they have to go, people go, oh, well, no, well, it's still not talking about you, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. When the Lord tells us, Samaritan woman, for salvation is of the Jews.
Right, yeah. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. That's why he told her. He said, you will not worship in this mountain, nor the one to come. Showing that she's not going to be in the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom that's coming, you're not worshiping there now, and you're not going to worship there in the kingdom to come, because the outside of the temple is for the heathen.
Right. He said, we know what we worship. You don't know
What
what
you worship, you don't
Yeah.
know what you're worshiping.
He didn't know
Right.
how to worship him.
Yeah, because was it Salmanassar who did that?
Mhm.
Put them there. Salmanassar
Yeah,
put
Yeah,
them in that
Shalmaneser,
land, so
yeah.
they don't know what they were. They
king,
don't know
yeah.
what they don't know what they were doing. They were just copying, and they were doing it just enough so that the lions wouldn't come in and devour them.
Mhm.
But they basically went back to their own gods
Oh, yeah.
too. They
Well, they try to do both.
Yeah, they try to do both. Yeah.
It's crazy how symbolic that is to the current condition of Christianity, where you know not what you worship.
No.
Right.
You know what I mean? Most of your Christians out there are of that same woman's mindset.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, like, dude, it's not your power.
What she said of our father Jacob,
Right.
she said it's you.
Yeah,
It's
are you
just like
your
this.
great,
Yeah, yeah.
As he built that well, he'd say he built
Right.
that well. He did that.
Right. It's the same thing like you said. This so-called Christian mindset. Oh, he's our father too. No.
You know? Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the ones that are Israelites,
No.
yes, but you know.
But overall, the
Yeah,
Christian,
overall,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
The
No,
majority
I get
of
what you're saying.
Christendom,
Yeah.
no.
But he's not their power. Yeah,
Right.
he's not their power. He's not looking for. Well, that's Jake. He is,
You're
but at
right.
the same time, he's not, because you're in a heathenistic
You're
mindset.
enemy right now.
You're an enemy right
Yeah,
now.
because unless you come out of Christendom, you're basically good.
You're your enemy.
the enemy.
Mhm.
You know.
Go ahead.
Was it more than that, brother?
Do
Yeah, I
not,
think so.
do not magnify themselves against Judah.
Right. Start where we at.
Zechariah chapter 12, verse 7. The Lord Yahweh Shema Shah also shall save the tents of Judah first, that the glory of the house of David and the glory of the inhabitants of Jerusalem
Right.
do not magnify themselves against Judah.
Right, yeah. So that way, the northern kingdom, right, which they're slowly coming in, right. You got so-called Mexicans coming in, and one of the ones we don't have a big influx of is Gad.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not
So
yet.
there must be something's going to happen, which could be this whole thing that they're talking about, removing the 14th Amendment, right? Hey, can you look that up? The removing the 14th Amendment and then affecting the Native Americans as well, right? Because I believe that 14th Amendment is also going to affect the so-called Native Americans, right along with Jake,
Mhm.
right? Which is going to represent that whole thing. Oh, can you get that in Ecclesiastes? Is it 10 or 7 and 10?
Well,
When it was, I seen
All
Princess.
servants upon, yeah.
Oh, you want to get
Got it, brother?
Ecclesiastes.
Ecclesiastes.
Is it 7 and 10 or 10 and 7? Sometimes I think it's 10 and 7. Oh, he didn't beat you.
I'm trying to beat that brother too.
Go ahead, you got it.
I'm
I'm just trying to make sure that I know it's that too.
Let's see.
You got it?
Still going.
Look up on your phone real quick, bro. It should be Ecclesiastes, I believe it's
While he's looking that up, I'm gonna go ahead and bring this up. So I asked ChatGPT removal of the 14th Amendment and its effect on, and I had to put Indian Americans.
36.
So it says,
Yeah.
removing or altering the 14th Amendment would cause immense legal chaos for Native Americans. While Native Americans initially fought to secure birthright citizenship,
Right.
and that's what all of these other people that are coming in, you know, they're using that for their kids once they're born here. That's why they wanna get rid of it. And it
Right.
says, you know.
But not to mention, it's so it can bring in these race wars, because what it's
Right.
gonna do, it's gonna cause conflict, like what it just said, and an immense, what did it say, immense legal chaos, right? So that's what it's gonna do. It's gonna create chaos, right?
Yeah, if they do that, man, there's gonna be a lot of chaos.
Right.
You know, but see, that's been the mindset of the so-called white man from the beginning.
Right. Of
You know,
course.
even when even they tell you that series, you know, Yellowstone,
Mhm.
they said they were killing the buffalo so they can get rid of the so-called Native Americans.
Right.
You know, so their mindset hasn't changed.
And then they just created chaos, because then they just left the field filled without killing them or without disposing them in a clean manner,
right.
you know, which then it left it to where there were animals going there when normally animals need to hunt for their prey. So when you're not hunting and you don't have to hunt,
Throws
it
everything off.
throws everything off.
I see
Now,
something.
now they're like lazy hunters, you know. Now instead of being able to hunt, it throws out the ecosystem.
Not to mention disease and
Right,
you know,
disease, yep. Which especially with them talking about bringing those AI or robot mosquitoes or whatever they call them. It's gonna throw off the ecosystem, man. Go ahead, man.
Is there more than that, brother?
Says their baseline rights today rest heavily on a separate federal law, making the direct impact highly complex and debated. The removal or narrowing of the 14th Amendment's citizenship clause would trigger severe legal and political consequences for Native Americans in several ways.
Right. Go ahead.
It says, the baseline project of the Indian Citizenship Act, Native Americans born in the U.S. currently derive their citizenship from a 1924 Indian Citizenship Act, not the 14th Amendment, because the tribal nations are recognized as separate sovereign entities. Native people were historically excluded from constitutional birthright citizenship. Legal scholars point out that a repeal or change of the 14th Amendment might not automatically strip Native Americans of their U.S. citizenship because it is supported by this separate legislative act.
Right.
And,
Yeah,
It's not
that's what
sugarcoated.
they sugarcoated it. Because it just said it was gonna be commenced chaos,
Yes, right.
and now it's just, oh well, they'll
Put a
have
little bit of
this.
sugar on top.
Yeah, but that's the devil.
yeah, because they're you know, because the indigenous man, he is actually of a sovereign nation. Those nations that they're considered sovereign, but how much is the American government
Sovereign to
stomped
what?
all over that
Yeah,
sovereignty?
right,
You know
yeah,
what I
How
mean?
many treaties have they
Right,
broken,
right.
right.
Yeah.
You know, and when you look at it, you got nations around the world that are sovereign that America stomps all over. How much more so
Yeah.
of people with no backing?
Can you go back to that tumult again? Can you read that definition of tumult?
Yeah,
Oh, you never finished it.
I never got a chance to read it.
Oh, okay, come on.
Yeah. So this is
okay, because I was wondering, because when you said chaos, I was like, yeah, I remember that's what that tumult goes into chaos.
Mm-hmm. Says tumult is a noun that refers to a loud, confused, and usually chaotic noise or disturbance,
Right.
particularly one caused by a large crowd.
Right, and that's what's going to be happening. A lot of the economy is going to collapse. All these different things are going to happen. People are going to be out there, you know, fighting. They're going to be rioting. They're going to be picketing. They're going to be petitioning. But they're going to ultimately, it's going to be a race where it's going to be a lot of people, a loud crowd. It's going to be, you know, a bunch of people out there fighting, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a crowd of people fighting, man.
It's not going to be a calm situation.
It's not going to be a calm situation, right? And you know, some people, they're cowards. You know, especially when you deal with Esau. Remember, I don't know if you so-called Mexicans, you know, y'all love Esau so much, but a lot of you don't remember the baseline shooter out here in Phoenix. You know what he was shooting? He was only shooting Mexicans. He was driving around, and they called him the baseline killer.
I remember that.
The baseline killer was mostly only killing Mexicans. And he was a white guy. See, meanwhile, y'all want to extol and lift up these Edomites, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you know, hey, it's gonna be a day, man. You're gonna see. He planned on stripping everybody, because then if that strips the Native American, and they're native to, they're supposed to be native to this place. That's definitely going to strip you Mexicans. So that's going to affect the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American, like we say. We've been saying it's going to. These people are looking to affect us. The 14th Amendment being taken away or tampered with in any fashion affects the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. Did you?
That was it.
That was it on the tumult.
I mean, it's just physical, general, or emotional.
Right. Yeah.
It says physical disturbance, a loud,
There it is.
ruckus, commotion, or uproar.
There you go. That's where
Uproars
I'm.
of the people.
Uproars of the people. Right.
Yeah, it's prophecy. It's
prophecy.
It's gonna happen.
Gun.
Two, brother.
Yeah, I got two.
Man, yeah, I think it's.
Yeah.
You got some clothes.
Yeah, I just didn't want to go past it. I gotta get out.
This Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 6. Folly is set.
Folly.
Folly is set in great dignity,
Right.
and the rich sit in a low place.
Yeah, folly. They're simpleton. You know, they got all these different I don't know how you say it. They got different entertainment. I'll just say that so-called entertainment, right? Out there in the world, where the internet, you got these different memes and scrolls that you can scroll. You're entertained by a bunch of different things. You got the basketball, you got the football, bread and circus, basically. You got all these different things to leave you all in a bunch of folly. You know, your whole thing chasing women, doing whatever the fuck that you want to do, or just kissing a white man's ass. You can't find a way not to do that. You know, your mind is full with folly, man. Right? You know, you don't know what's really going on. The Lord, there's a people that the Lord loves, and there's a people that the Lord hates. Right? And you're unaware that yeah, they're winning. It looks like they're winning right now, but there's an ultimate end and there's a judgment. You can't just keep doing a thing like that to a people for so long, and then there's no judgment. If there's no judgment, then there's no God. Then maybe then they are right. Then there is no God. Then right. But on the contrary, there is a God, because we can see that his kingdom is dwindling, man. Right? They're in trouble. Right? But you have to have the you have to have the ice out. Remember what you said? To see that, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 7. I have seen servants upon horses,
Right.
and princes walking as servants upon the earth.
Right. But you have to go back to what he said. And princes sit in low places. Yeah, the princes sit in low places, right? When he said folly sit in great dignity, but princes are sitting in low places. The princes are dealing with the Israelites, Yasharallah. That's how you. That's what you say, Yasharallah. He is prince of the power. We sit in a low place. The ghettos, the vadios, and the reservations, man, in low places, right? I ain't gonna read that.
And it says, I have seen servants upon horses.
Right? Yeah. No, you about to read it.
Oh, I thought you did.
He got that. No, he got that. It's cool.
Verse 7. I have seen servants upon horses.
Right? Servant means a slave, right? Right? But this servant is on a horse. A horse represents power, right? So what the heck is a servant?
Right.
You know, who's that nigga on that nad? That's
Why the Bowers on there?
Yeah. Well, what's up with that goddamn?
The Bowers on there.
What the, yeah, because that's what we do. What is them Bowers doing?
Bowers,
on that?
yeah,
Yeah, doing a Bower on. Yeah, because that's what it goes. The peasant, right? The Bower.
Peasants, yeah.
Yeah, what's the peasant being on this horse? What the heck is this, right?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
What the goddamn Bower doing on that nad, man? What are you doing up there? On that power seat, man? Something ain't right, right? Go ahead.
And princes walking on servants upon the earth.
Not walking as.
Oh, it's like it. I'll read it again. I have seen servants upon horses and
Right.
princes
Which are the
walking,
Edomites.
and princes walking as servants
Right,
upon the earth.
you Israelites, you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, have you as if you're a servant, as a slave,
Right.
right? And in this time, you what is it called? A serf? The serf, that's what you are. You're at the bottom in this society with Esau on top. You're at the bottom, right? So then, you know,
Salakia, yeah.
Yeah, just move it.
hey, this is why.
I'll move it back. Go ahead.
Okay.
This is why folly is set in great dignity, man.
Get that for now. That way you can come back in, bro.
Right? You know? Should have just put it over there in the first place. Like right there.
It's alright, bro.
Let me see. Right. Which is why folly is set in great dignity.
I'm all close on the camera.
Go ahead, I guess.
Was there a little bit more?
Nice, good.
That was it? Okay. Let me go back to Genesis. Genesis 49 and verse 8 again. It says, Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies.
Right.
Thy father's children shall bow down before thee.
Right, right. The 12 tribes, right? Because the Lord said he was going to raise up the tents of Judah first. So then, as the tents of Judah is being...
Shalom, sister. Slucky.
Shalom, sister.
Yep.
As the tents of Judah have been raised up, right? The brethren is gonna hey, come. What was it? How'd it go?
It says thy father's children shall bow down before thee.
Gonna bow down, right? Which ultimately that's dealing with the kingdom, but you still have to fall. There's still a ranking foul, basically saying, hey, you're gonna heed to the truth. You have to bow down to the truth, right?
Yep.
Because there's a ranking, and the Lord raised up the tents of Judah first. So right now everybody has to come in their order, right? But ultimately that's for the kingdom too, because what King David is going to be the head. He's from Judah. Yahushai is Judah. He's Yahushai, King David, right? The 12, the 144,000
Judahites,
right?
Yeah.
All right.
It says Judah. This is verse 9. Judah is a lion's whelp. It says from the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down. He couched as a lion, and as an old lion. Who shall rouse him up?
Right, and that's the time we're in.
Yeah.
Right, because you got these different. What are they? I don't know how you say. What are they called? Those podcasts or
the social media
heads
right.
talking heads,
right?
Social media heads doing different things, and they're saying whatever vile thing they can say about the so-called black man. But what they don't know is that's a thing that's going to rouse Judah up. And that's really the Most High doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Because that's ultimately the end of America. Right? Go ahead now.
I'll get to the next verse too. It says, the scepter should not depart from Judah, because you kind of spoke on that earlier,
Right.
nor a lawgiver from between his feet.
Right.
It says, until Shiloh come. It says, and unto him shall be the gathering of the people be.
Right.
Shiloh.
And that's going to the truth. That goes back into the truth, the raising the tent to Judah, and he's gathering the people by the word.
Yep. Shiloh who?
Shiloh is being the Prince of Peace, Yahweh Shai, right?
Come.
Right? Basically the Prince of Peace. Yeah, the Shiloh goes into peace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is the Prince of Peace, which is Yahweh Shai, man.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gathering by the word, man, and through raising up the tent of Judah first, and through this what is it called? The internet. It's doing the heavy lifting.
Yeah, can you gather, brother? You got your
Habakkuk?
Oh, slap it, brother. You mind if you went out? Could you say something? Real quick. Baruch 5:5.
Oh,
brother?
I got that.
You got it?
I was
Oh,
gonna
you have
tell you
it?
that. Yeah, put it.
Oh, you have it?
I was just gonna tell them that.
Okay, Baruch 5:5.
I was just gonna tell you Baruch 5:5, and then you can do Psalms 60 and 7.
Okay. I'm gonna beat you up.
Man.
I'm already there.
Oh, shit.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 60, and verse 7. It says, let me see. Yeah, I'll just get to the point. Gilead is mine, and Manasseh is mine.
Right.
Ephraim also is the strength of my head.
Right.
Judah is my lawgiver.
Right. So going back into that, Judah being the lawgiver, right? Which what it said, Manasseh's are warriors, right? What was it Manasseh? What was it before that Manasseh?
Gilead.
Gilead. Oh yeah.
Which
Right.
is that place?
Place, where they live. Gilead. Then you have Manasseh. Manasseh's are warriors, and then go ahead.
And Ephraim also is the strength of my head.
Yeah, and they're warriors too. So that goes into the northern kingdom basically, and then what the southern kingdom. They said
Judah is my lawgiver.
Judah is the lawgiver. So the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom all over again, right there, showing you that the Lord is going to set up the tents of Judah first, being the lawgivers, going back, having that understanding, going into the scriptures, right? The laws of Moses are in the scriptures, right? But it also goes into the law of the Spirit, right? Because we're not just here to be a browbeater, beating you with the brow and all the laws, right? The laws of the Spirit, right? Patience, love, long suffering, right? Because the Lord said that to the Pharisees, like he said, you did well by telling them the law, but these other things you forgot, love and patience, things like that. They all that's incorporated because we're all trying to be saved. We're not all trying to be stuck under sin, right? And definitely under these Edomites, or these other nations, right? Because ultimately sin put us under those other nations, put us under the Babylonians, under the Assyrians, under the Persians, the Medes, right? Under the Greeks, under the Romans, and here we are again under the second leg of Rome, or the one with the deadly wound that was healed, and it returned, and here we are all over again under this devil, man. And the Lord is setting up a way that we have a way out, right? The Lord's giving us a way out through the sacrifice of Yahweh Shai, right? But things are going to happen. It says, the scripture speak about how the kingdom of heaven suffer violence. Well, that's what's about to happen. The kingdom is about to go. Did you get that? Oh, did you already read? Did you finish that?
Baruch 5:5.
Yeah. You already did that?
No, I didn't read it yet.
Okay.
You want it right now?
No.
You want me to order?
Yeah. Get that. Yeah. Just hold that. No. Go get that other one. The kingdom of heaven suffer violence. Right.
You bring out you can get that one?
He want me to hold it?
Oh, you hold it?
No. Yeah. You come back to it. Yeah. He can just come back to it. Just go to the thing and then come back to the Baruch 5:5.
What the precept you want me to get, brother?
The kingdom of heaven suffer violence. Because that's about. Yeah, just type it into your phone.
I got one real quick, bro.
Come. Go ahead.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 33, verse 7. It says, and this is the blessing of Judah.
Right.
And he said, hear, Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yoshai, the voice says, of Judah, and bring him unto his people. Let his hands be sufficient for him, and be thou a help to him from his enemies.
Right. Gun. Hey, and the ultimate help is the Spirit. It's the Scriptures. It's the Lord. The Lord helping us, right?
Mhm.
Right? Because being getting the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, which should be the stability of our time, that's our ultimate help. Right? But then the Lord, he says, you know, right? Go back again. Read that again. Read that one more time.
I'll read it again. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 33, verse 7. It says, and this is the blessing of Judah.
Right.
And he said, hear, Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the voice of Judah.
Is that the one where he gives all the blessings?
Yeah,
to all
yeah,
of
yeah,
them?
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
Showing you that's the end.
Yep.
Yeah. There you go. See?
Yep.
Beautiful.
Yeah, because before that, verse 6 says, let Reuben live and not die.
Right.
And let not his men be few.
Yeah,
See?
because he went to his father's
Right.
concubine.
Right.
And technically, he should have been put to death.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's adultery.
Mm-hmm.
But he said, no, let him live. Right? That's ultimate what? So that there's the 12 tribes would continue.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, because Reuben being
The older brother.
Well, yeah,
He was supposed to be the head tribe.
right, and going back to the so-called Native Americans, you know, because
Oh yeah, Gad, Reuben, right. Oh yeah, they would have to be here.
They have to be here.
Right, come, absolutely.
It
Beautiful.
says, again, it says, and this is the blessing of Judah. And he said, hear, Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the voice of Judah, and bring him unto his people. Let his hands be sufficient for him, and be thou a help to him from his enemies.
Right, and his hand and let his hand be sufficient for him, right?
You
Being
get the NLT, brother?
the things that we
Can you read that in NLT real quick? Just see what it says?
Matthew?
No. Deuteronomy 33:7. Real quick.
Lucky for that.
Are you good, bro?
I don't know, man, it just popped out of nowhere, boy.
Just hit you, huh?
Man,
whew,
like anytime
Okay.
I'm sitting directly in front of an AC, it'll
It's that.
He the
it'll
cold.
nerves.
Yeah,
boy,
nerve,
like,
bro.
Man,
cold
That's,
headed.
that's the worst, brother.
like I don't want to
Yeah,
cry
read it.
on camera. But
Real quick, bro.
It's Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 7. Moses said this about the tribe of Judah. O Lord, hear the cry of Judah
Mm-hmm.
and bring
Right,
them.
and that's what we're doing. Hold on, stop that.
Suck it.
Yeah. Hey,
Slow
here's
down.
the cry of Judah and where we're at. We're crying. This is for those that sigh and cry for all the abominations
Done in
that
the
be
midst
done
of-
in the midst thereof. We're crying. We're asking for the Lord for help. Hey, we're tired of this. We've been doing the same over and over again, expecting a different result. Hey, that's crazy. We're tired of being insane. This place is this insanity. This place is this America is insane. If you think America's gonna keep going on, this is an insane asylum, right?
Yeah.
We're in prison, man. This is nothing but an insane asylum out over here, man. If you keep on thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna finally get that business. I'm just finally get my truck company going. I'm gonna finally get my restaurant going. You know what I mean? Hey, this place is set for destruction, man. Even the elite are moving. Type in or go to Google at any time. Not you, but just any person going and say how many billionaires have left America. Oh, you could type it. You can type it. I know you don't have to. I'm just saying, just in general. Type in how many billionaires left America.
Yeah,
You'll see
that,
a lot of billionaires left America. So this place is
Bill
done.
Gates is in China now. There's Zuckerberg they've all, you know.
Well, just type it in. See what's
fled.
that.
Hey,
Yeah.
and basically though they just fulfilling prophecy because they have to be here to bring back their nation.
Oh yeah. Right. The elite. These elites.
Yeah.
Yeah. First fruits of slavery. Yeah.
Mhm.
First fruits of slavery. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 7 again. Moses said this about the tribe of Judah. O Lord, hear the cry of Judah and bring them together as people.
I like it because what it said we were a no people, but in the land where it say you are not a people, there it should be told that you are the people of the living power. Oh, let me get that.
Hosea. Yeah, really, that was the northern kingdom, but it
goes into the whole 12 tribes. Yeah.
Give them strength to defend their cause.
To defend their cause. Keep going.
Yeah.
Help them against their enemies.
Man.
Yeah.
And we have
Yeah,
enemies.
it's the spirit.
That's for sure, man.
Yeah, it's the spirit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spirit. It's gonna help us against our enemies.
Yeah, 'cause
Right.
it tells you Psalm 83rd chapter gives us a list of enemies.
Right.
And it's all these nations, man. And
Right,
who's that?
starting with Esau.
Starting with Esau.
Esau, Edom. Hosea. chapter 1 and verse 10. I started at 10. It says, in Hosea chapter 1, verse 10, it says, yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in that place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people.
Right, and that place is right here in so-called America.
Right.
What is it calling us? Niggas, spicks, wetbacks, you know, tontos.
Yeah, was that scripture says,
Yeah.
you shall be a proverb and a
Bible,
proverb?
yep.
Yeah,
One of the
Deuteronomy
verses.
28.
37, yep.
Yeah, Deuteronomy 28 tells you that, yeah.
You want to get it real quick, brother? Real quick, Deuteronomy 38, 27. You got,
While he's getting
you got
that,
that?
Deuteronomy
38, 27 for that verse.
yep, hey, it says an estimated 4,820 wealthy Americans formally renounced their citizenship recently.
Damn.
It said 128.
No, 4,000.
4,820 wealthy Americans.
14,000?
4,820.
Oh, 4,000.
That's still a lot of people.
Yeah, 4,000. That's still a lot, though.
Let me tell you that. It says, following an ongoing upward trend in millionaire expatriation, while the U.S. still retains roughly 37% of the world's millionaires, thousands of high net worth individuals have relocated abroad by securing golden visas or second passports. It says this part I really wanted to get. Official expatriations, the number of high net worth individuals giving up their U.S. passports increased by 48% in a single year.
Damn.
That was
Well,
the
you-
increase.
Well, you ain't gotta need it because you didn't. Hey, pretty soon you're not gonna be able to fly anywhere anyway. So they'll give up their passport. I mean, you don't need it. They're gonna go wherever they and they don't need the U.S. passport anymore because a lot of places you're not gonna be able to fly. It's gonna be no fly zones, no drive zones. It's gonna be complete. What is it called?
We got the 15-minute cities.
15-minute city, but you're gonna have
Martial law.
Martial law, yeah. There you go.
People like that, though, their chips will have actually access to, that ability to move.
Yeah. They of course they will. I'm just saying
Yeah.
they don't need it anyway. In general, they ain't gonna need it because they're gonna shut down everything. You know. Oh.
Get the other torch, brother. That guy was out of juice.
You good? You got it?
It's Deuteronomy chapter 28.
Oh no, let me finish this one. It says that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there it was said
There it shall be said.
that, well, hold on, not my people, it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power. Right? Yahweh Bashim Shai. Well, so you said just what's called. But it says, then shall the children of Judah.
We started off with Israel because Israel.
Right, but it's not just see right here, it says 11. It says, and then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel, right? Like you said, it's America, Southern Kingdom, Northern Kingdom, in a place where we're oppressed together. Right?
They'll get that for you real quick, brother. What they were calling us.
Yeah.
They weren't calling us the Israelites.
Okay, go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 37, and thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord Yahweh shall
Like
be.
scatter you, yeah. He leads you, yeah. He scattered us.
Right.
Wherever he lead us, wherever he sent us to. Yeah.
Niggas, wetbacks, spicks, tontos, all that.
Right. Says, then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together, like you said, and appointed themselves one head. Going back to the King David, yeah.
Yep.
And they shall come up out of the land from a great out of the land, for great shall be the day of Jezreel. Right.
Which
The
means
righteous son of the righteous.
Jezreel means planted.
Oh,
to be planted. Right?
Okay.
Right, because that should come up. How are we going to come up?
Yeah.
Chariot.
Chariot, yeah.
Man.
Oh, it's basically saying you sprout like a plant.
Yeah.
Yeah, plant.
I think in the next chapter it says, I will plant them, back in, in the land. So.
Right, con. Go ahead.
Did you want that?
Yeah.
Matthew? Okay.
Yeah.
It's Matthew, verse 11 and verse 12. And from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffered violence.
Oh yeah, see, and that's what we're going to. We're going to come to a time of violence, right? Race wars, class wars, hunger wars, right? The lack of thereof, should I say? Lack of thereof of food. People are going to be fighting.
That's right.
But the first thing is this whole thing of them rousing up Judah, man, coming up with all these racial tensions, man, saying a bunch of things that they're gonna regret real soon because they think they got it. They got it in the bag. Oh, we have these laser weapons. We have this. The government's on our side. We have this. We have all these different things. You got you got the amendments, the 14th Amendment. You got all these different things. Hey, but you not realize, we have the Most High on our side. We have angels, bands and bands of angels that's gonna come and defend us. Right? Go ahead.
And the violence taken by force.
And the violent.
Violent taken by force.
Yeah, Esau is normally known as the most violent, but when the Lord puts His Spirit upon us, we're gonna be the violent, right? We're gonna be the violent, you know. Yeah.
Going
Matter
back
of
to
fact,
Balaam.
but
Yeah. I'll go back to. You want me to go back to Zechariah?
yeah, he was was it Zechariah? Was it 9 and 12?
What you make?
Get Jeremiah 51 and 19. Go ahead.
Okay, hold on. Right. Can I grab this precept real quick, bro?
Go ahead.
This is the vision of Balaam. This is Numbers chapter 24 and verse. I'm gonna start at verse 16. It says, "He has said, which heard the words of the Most High, and knew the knowledge of the Most High, which saw the vision of the Almighty,
Right.
falling into a trance, but having his eyes open."
Right.
It says, "I shall see him, but not now. I shall behold him, but not nigh. There should come a star out of Jacob, and a scepter to rise out of Israel."
The star being Yahushua.
Right.
The scepter, basically, Yahushua.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm. "And shall smite the corners of Moab,
Right.
and destroy all the children of Sheth."
Yeah.
It says, "And Edom shall be a possession, Seir also shall be a possession for his," it says,
Yeah.
"for his enemies."
Well, they're going to be what? A possession.
Right. It says,
Going
and,
into all you nations. You're going to be a possession unto us.
right. It says, "And Israel shall do valiantly."
Violently, yep.
Yep.
Yeah, warriors. That's when you go into that
Valiantly.
valley. That goes into being a warrior.
Yep.
Right? You look that up.
It says, "Out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion."
Hey,
Listen,
Ooh.
"and shall destroy him that remaineth of the city."
Ooh. Come on. Come on. That's beautiful.
That was that left uppercut.
Right. Right.
You ready to go back to Zechariah
Right.
14? I didn't finish it, bro.
That reminded me of the one.
Another precept.
Oh yeah. That reminded me. Get Isaiah. Is it 25 and start at 2?
You want me to
Let me read this real quick. It says,
Okay.
"Valiantly is an adverb that means acting with heroic courage,
Right.
bravery, or determination, especially in the face of a difficult situation, danger,
Oh,
or
that's what we're gonna be
steep
in.
odds.
That's what
What
we're
kind of
in.
odds, bro?
Steep odds. That's us.
Fighting uphill.
Yeah.
You know,
That's us.
Yeah.
Cause they got all the weapons. They got everything. They got robots. They got it all, man.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's gonna look
Yeah.
like you can't win.
Yeah,
But you
we're
gonna win.
We're gonna win.
You know, that's all gonna put that warlike energy.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that too.
Get into okay. Come.
Oh, you got that? Oh yeah, let him get that. Oh yeah, he's getting that, ain't that?
Zechariah 9.
Yeah, I think no.
Isaiah
Is that
59.
59.
Yep. 19.
Get Isaiah 59:19, blue letter, so we can get that warlike energy, because it goes into the spirit when it talks about the spirit.
The Rakah.
The Rakah, yep, the Rakah. When you go to the blue letter,
Those definitions.
You said 59, right?
yeah,
59 and 19.
yeah.
Oh, got it. This is NLT or KJV?
It's in the KJV, especially when you read it, when you go into the blue letter.
It says Isaiah 59:19.
You might as well just go into the blue letter, like click in there, and then hit the thing for the transliteration, and you can still read it. Watch it, you click it, hit the thing, and then it'll be up here at the top. See right there, you can still read it, and then you slide down.
Showed you a trick, brother.
He just mansplained the blue letter to me.
Right.
It says, so shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood.
Right, yeah. And that's Esau, man. They're gonna come in against us. That's why they're doing, these race, what's called race baiting. Right? They're trying to bait you. They're trying to bait you in to fight. They're trying to bait you in to do these different things. They even this whole thing with like I said, with this Asian guy, with this Chinese dude, whatever it is, him killing the Jake and getting off, but then Jake, which is Carmelo Anthony, he defend himself, but then he's guilty. So that's basically what they're doing, is race baiting. They're trying to see if the things will happen like it happened in the time of the O.J. Simpson trial. Remember, they let them people off, and the L.A. just went crazy. So that's what they're hoping, right? That way they can come in and, like a flood, they can bring these things and be out of chaos.
It's similar to like back in the days when a fight would start, where you keep pushing and shoving because you want the other person to swing first.
Right.
And essentially, Esau thinks he's prepared, but he needs you to swing first,
Right.
so that he can justify
him
the level of
what he wanna do.
carnage he intends
Yeah.
to bring down upon you.
Well, it says his words are smoother than butter,
Right.
but words in his heart. He knows, like you said, that's his intentions.
Yeah.
He already has his intentions, but
He's
he wants
ready.
you to swing.
Yeah.
He wants you to, so he can have a reason
Then he can
to come down with
justify why he's,
coming in.
matter of fact, a good example is what happened on October with the nickel hats.
Right.
Where a couple
Most
of
likely
them
it was them.
met a bad. Right, oh, without a doubt, you
Most
can't.
likely it was them.
Their security is
Turn
worse
tight,
than,
yeah.
So
Worse
that
than
was
the prison,
an
yeah, you can't
intentional
even get in
thing, and so for 12,000, they met that with 20, 30, 50,000 people.
Well, they wiped their whole
Displaced an entire
the whole city.
You know what I mean?
Displaced all
Right.
the Palestinians.
But they needed that to happen so that they could initiate what they were already preparing to do.
Oh, the G siding. Yeah, yes.
Right,
The G
right.
siding. Yeah,
You know what I mean? But they couldn't have started it and had the world look at them initially like, yeah, you guys got every right to defend you. Now the world's looking at them like, you guys are pieces of shit.
Right. Huh.
But initially, the whole world was like, you guys have a right to defend, even though you've
Right.
kept an open air prison for 75 years, you have a right to defend yourself.
Right.
Wait, what?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So they justified one by initiating another, and then after that, it
Going
just-
overboard.
Yeah,
Well,
just
what-
went
they-
all out. Yeah,
And that's
killed
what
all
they-
the prisoners. You know
That's what
I
the
mean?
scripture said. They basically went overboard.
They furthered the affliction.
Further the affliction. And then also that's what Apostle Hart said. What they're going to come against us is going to be basically ethnic cleansing. That's what they're thinking. They're going to do an ethnic cleansing.
But even with that situation with Jake, like I said, who's gonna rouse him up? The Lord, right? He, that even Jacob man goes off. There's no reason why he had to go to the other team's tent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With a fucking knife. I mean, he went in his mind. He had fucking murder.
Yeah.
Fucking stab him in the chest. You know how hard it is to get a knife to go to the breastplate? God damn. So I mean, like you said, but that's the Lord. The Lord doing it so he can rouse up all these race
And they said there were
war
other,
mentality, man.
Yeah, they said there were other extenuating circumstances. Like that dude had been bullying him for a
Well,
while.
Khan.
And that dude was he wasn't even supposed to be there. He was suspended. I mean, there was a lot of information, you know, and that's that the American
the white
judicial system
they
is
try to
wicked as
Right,
hell.
no, I got it.
Because they're like, oh no, you
But
can't
they're not
bring
innocent,
that
though.
in the evidence.
No,
No,
we're not
by
innocent.
no
We're not
means he's
innocent.
innocent.
but
But that dude shouldn't even
Oh,
been there.
no.
He was suspended, but you can't bring that in as evidence in the, you know what I mean? That's
In the trial.
clearly
Yeah,
something
that
that's
is-
It's
in
the
the
Lord,
middle.
though. The Lord.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the
oh,
Lord.
oh, without a doubt.
yeah, because you had no business being there. You were
Right.
suspended.
Right.
So if you're not there, then you don't die.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't like to say that.
No, they're not
Right.
going to say that.
No,
Right.
I mean he's
If you're
the
where you're
complexion of the
supposed to be at,
connection for the protection.
you're right.
So
Yeah, the complexion
for
or
the protection.
or no complexion, right? Right. The red guy for the protection, right? You're
But
red.
it goes all the way back to Cain and
Right.
the protection that was put on Cain.
Right.
And
The mark.
you can't harm, but that is slowly beginning to dissolve now.
Right.
We're coming into a
Waxing
time
away,
where
yeah.
that protection is being removed off of him.
Yeah, because the Lord getting ready to
Right.
judge Cain.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
You know?
it's almost that time.
Almost that time.
Yeah. Man, that's big.
Which one you want?
Right there, 2:2.
Okay.
Isaiah.
Isaiah
Oh, you
20.
want me to finish the 59?
Yeah, he didn't get into it.
Oh, he didn't even get into it.
No.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
It says, when the enemy shall come in like a flood,
Mhm.
the spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard
Right.
against him.
Right here, the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Al Shai is going to lift up a standard.
Yep.
Right,
What
right.
did you want me to get
Standard.
out of
That
here?
goes to spirit
Standard.
first.
The spirit?
Go
Yeah.
spirit
Yeah,
first.
because standards, well, we'll get it. A way out, you know. A way of
Oh.
escape. Standard.
Standard, yeah,
Yeah,
standard.
standard,
Yep.
yep.
But you got to start spirit to get to that warlike spirit, because he's going to raise the spirit, right? Because that's what's going to be, you know, what you're going to ultimately get. It's going to be that you started spirit, and then
Tulaki.
yeah, and then you could go to standard,
Come.
because that's what happens, you know. Because like you said, would you read that one when it talked about a tumult? The tumult said something about it being a emotional, chaotic,
Yeah.
and what happens in emotion, chaos? It puts a certain spirit on you,
Mhm.
right? So this is what the Lord said He's going to do in this emotional, chaotic period. He's going to put a spirit on the children of Israel, Yasha'Allah, right? But
So this is spirit. It's H7307.
Strong's H7307. Ruach.
yeah, Rakah,
Ruach.
Rakah.
It's wind, breath, mind, spirit of heaven, quarter of wind, side, breath of air, gas, vein, empty thing. Spirit as that which breatheth quickly in animation or agitation.
Right, yeah. During yeah. When you talk about chaotic, it said in the definition of tumult, it's a chaotic, emotional period. So when you got agitation, you're in a chaotic, emotional period. So you got agitation, what?
Spirit, animation,
Yeah.
vivacity, vigor, courage,
Right.
temper.
So the Lord's gonna, like you said, it seems like you're gonna lose. It's like we're fighting an upward battle, but the Lord's gonna put a certain courage on you to keep fighting, to keep
Right.
doing what you need to do.
We got to make it
Right.
clear too, though, because at first, when they first break out, the race riots, the
It's
elect's
the
not going to
2/3
be involved.
yeah.
It's gonna be
The 2/3, yeah.
and then-
But the Lord gonna put a spirit on the 2/3.
On them too, yeah. They're just not going to get the spiritual power.
Power, yeah.
You know.
Hey, but hey, the Lord, hey,
Jake
Jake
is
got
a
some
beast.
shit. Hey,
Yeah.
Jake, hey, the Lord gonna put something on. Hey, maybe not like the
They're gonna
spiritual
get
power.
down. They're gonna get down.
Yeah, the Lord gonna put something on them though.
But the
Hey,
2/3
hey,
Jake whoop ass now.
Yeah, yeah.
Again, you see a big giant Edomite and Jake putting hands
Man,
on
I
him.
just seen a video where
Or
Jake.
the shit that might actually bring out, where the point where Jake being asked, and then they got to bring out
Yeah.
the robots
Oh, yeah.
and
Right.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what,
yeah.
and that's when they're gonna realize that's when the elect, the ones that get spiritual power is gonna have to step up, right?
And that
That's
makes
what
perfect sense too, what you just said, because a lot of times Jake don't defend himself against that.
Right? Because
So when Jake do defend himself, them folks can't handle it.
right,
Jake be putting the flip flops on them and shit.
right, because when it says, and Judah shall have and in the neck of his enemy.
Right,
That's
right.
not just talking
Yeah.
about the elect.
No.
That's talking about
Yeah.
that's all
I just
together.
wanna
It's
make
gonna be
that
all
point,
12
though.
tribes.
I
Yeah,
just wanna make that-
yeah. Kind
So I don't know how much of
Keep going.
you wanted.
of.
It's in the middle, kind
It's
of
in the middle.
down.
You can just go to it.
Warlike
It should
energy.
show the warlike energy. You can just
Better.
go right to it.
H, maybe, I don't know.
It's right there. It should be down right there. Cause I did a lesson on it yesterday.
Get the one
It's
above
just-
it, and then the where it says warlike energy. You see it? Got it.
I was just looking.
It should tell you
59. No,
warlike
that's
energy.
Go back to the.
I got it.
You got it. Okay.
I'll start above it as impelling prophet to utter instruction or warning.
Right.
That's a good one.
Right, yeah, because the prophets are uttering the utterance of warning, right? So we're putting out the prophesying the end from the beginning. We're telling you what's going to happen. That's what prophet mean, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tell you what's going to happen before it happens, right?
It says
You know?
imparting warlike energy and executive or administrative power.
Right.
That's gonna be the elect, though. Like we
Right,
said,
that's
though,
the
you
elect.
know, 2/3
They gonna get busy.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I seen a 2/3 do a flip off like a balcony, and then land on his feet. Like it looked like he should have hurt himself, but he landed perfect. Like, bro, I was like, it looked amazing, bro.
Well, look at what these athletes do, bro. They're 2/3.
Thirds, yeah, they're amazing. Yeah, they do some amazing stuff.
Yeah, because this could even be
Usain
separated.
Bolts. Yeah, all these different.
This one
Shape.
part right here can actually be separated into the 2/3 and the
And the elect.
elect, because the warlike energy can go to the basic ones, but that executive or administrative power, you know what I mean? The power to, you know what I mean? That's like, you know, like the top dude, he tells everybody else
What to do?
what
yeah.
to do. And then he can show, you know what I mean, hey, the levels of, like, if you ever watch anime, the top dude will stand there and watch the other cats get busy, but then he might, boom, blast out a bolt of lightning or whatever, you know what I mean? So it could actually separate as well,
Right.
you know? And then them other ones, that, you know, because it's going to take a level of energy even for the 2/3 to get at this devil, man.
Yeah.
Right.
This devil has been preparing, like you
Oh,
see
yeah.
all the time. He's out there in the woods. He's got his fight clubs
Yeah,
now.
little
He's
kids,
doing right.
Little kids,
Right.
man.
Right.
Pinpoint,
Man, pinpoint accuracy.
You see
Jake
that
gonna
shit?
have to
Videos?
dodge that shit and get at their ass.
Yeah.
It's going, you know. So
Yeah.
he's gonna, you know. But then you want me to get on to what?
That was it.
That was good.
I thought you wanted me from the spirit. You wanted me to go to.
The standard.
And so
That's
the
good.
standard is.
Cause you gotta think of what we're gonna do when the Lord put on a warlike energy upon us, and then these like I said, executive, power. Like you're gonna have this power. You know what I'm saying? And that power is gonna allow you to do what?
So this is H5127,
5127.
and it's
Noose.
noose. It says to flee, escape, to take flight, depart, disappear, to fly to the attack on
Right.
horseback,
Ooh,
to
right,
drive at,
right, yeah, hey, fly, hey, to drive.
put to flight,
Hey, and that's what Jake needs to
Yeah.
be doing. To
What-
put 10,000. What it says?
A
Or
thousand,
5,000,
one to 1,000.
One should put 1,000.
10 to 10,000.
Two put 2,000.
Yeah, I forget exactly.
Okay, you must get it.
To look that up, forgot exactly. You get that? One should put 1,000 in flight. It should come up.
One should put it down. Yeah, yeah.
I believe it's in.
Might be Deuteronomy.
Yeah, it is somewhere.
Deuteronomy.
Yeah, Deuteronomy 32 and 30.
Yeah.
Got it? You want me to get it? You got it.
If I could beat you there.
Nah, I already got it.
You like that room?
how should one chase 1,000?
You got it. It's not a
and two
it's up. Oh.
put 10,000 to flight, except their rock had sold them and Yahweh had shut them up.
Right, right.
Remind it one
One
more time.
more time, yeah.
It says Deuteronomy 32, and I'm going to jump in at 28. It says, "For they are a nation void of counsel, neither is there any understanding in them. Oh, that they were wise, that they should understand this, that they would consider their latter end."
Right.
This was what was going on to us.
Oh,
You know what I
what's
mean? But it's the role reversal
Yeah,
that's
it's
going to
gonna
take
be
place.
it's gonna be the other way around.
The other way around, yeah.
Yeah, it says, "How should one chase 1,000 and put them, and two put 10,000 to flight,
Yeah, too. Yeah.
except their rock had sold them, and Yahweh had shut them up." And that's why I was saying too, like when Jake don't fight back right now, you know what I mean? So yeah, when Jake did even the lesser, the 2/3, so that when they turn up and get to fighting back, yeah, Esau gonna have to break out some special stuff. He's not.
It's always
right.
did.
Yeah.
Which he's always did. Back
Right.
in the time of Gad,
Right.
he had to bring out the Gatling gun.
Gatling gun, right?
Yeah, he always had to come
And what did Amalek have to do? Have to go behind
Right, right.
Get
The hinder part.
the hinder parts,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
sickly and the elderly.
Elderly.
Yeah.
The young just devil's a
Yeah.
coward, man.
And they ain't built like that. You know what I mean? He's a smart coward. Because he knows head up, he ain't doing nothing with you. So, you know, even in Jake's low estate, it's still hard for them to handle Jake.
Can you
Yeah.
tell?
You know?
Something like that. Did you read the-
What's
Yeah,
that?
I read that one. Yeah, I read it. You want to read it again? You want to read it again, bro?
No, if you read it, I mean, that's
Okay, go on.
I was just asking if you did that, the kingdom of heaven and stuff violent.
Yeah, he brought it up.
Yeah, the violent, yeah.
You want
Jack- Yeah, I just didn't say, cause yeah, the violent is normally Esau, but yeah, we're gonna be that violent now.
You want that Jeremiah?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, and verse 19. The portion of Jacob is not like them,
Right,
for he is the former of all things.
right. See, yeah, all these things were created by us, you know. Like I said, was it country western, blues, rock and roll, you know, all these things were created by us. Rap, jazz, right? R&B, soul, everything was created, but all these things were created by us, right? You don't have the dishwasher, you don't have the elevator, you know what I mean? You don't have the refrigerator. The refrigerator was created by Jay, man. Right? Yeah, moonshine. Yeah, you don't have drink. You have the basic everything you use on your basic everyday thing. Hey, what was it? The cell phone, right? The cell phone, the computer.
And what's that
Everything's
song? We
created
the
by
best.
Jay.
What's that?
DJ Khaled?
We the
Yeah.
best.
Yeah,
brother.
everything you use. Oh, the home alarm system,
TV.
which was created. The home alarm system was created by a black woman, man. Right?
Color TV, right?
What is Jake created out
Yeah,
of?
I don't know.
I
Necessity.
think it's a car.
You know?
Oh, is it
I
correct?
believe
Yeah,
so,
yeah,
if I'm not incorrect. Yeah. Hey, good
Yeah.
sex. That's
Hey,
great.
that was a gift. Hey, Jake did, the most hey, Jake strapped
Right.
up.
But yeah. Hey, medicine. Henrietta Lacks. They basically took her cells, and every medicine that's out there is a tribute to this so-called black woman who everybody's calling niggers, and you hate. Without these niggers, your life will be hell, bro. Your life will be bland. You wouldn't have music. You wouldn't have medicine.
Because
You wouldn't
everything
have
they
good
did
sex.
to her was
Yeah.
without any anesthesia. All that
Yeah.
they did, they didn't no
Nah.
anesthesia for her.
Right.
And I mean, she suffered.
I'm just telling the truth, brother.
Hey, ain't nobody arguing with you.
Jeremiah 51, verse 19 again. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance.
Right.
The Lord Yahweh Shema Shah post is his name.
Rod being with rulership. When we're gonna claim these other nations, man. We're gonna put you into possession, right? You're gonna be our possession, right? The rod. We're gonna be the what? What was it? Go ahead.
the rod of his inheritance, the
Uh-huh.
Lord Yahweh Shem of hosts is his
Right,
name.
because that was Esau. Like you said, it's going to be reversed. Because right, Esau is the Syrian, the rod of his anger. But now the rod of the Lord's anger is going to be a Jacob. Right, we're gonna come through and bash these nations into subjection. Right, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, back again, read it again.
Come on, you want to read the whole thing again? No, verse 20, slack it.
No, right here, do it again.
Okay. For he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance.
Mhm.
The Lord Yahweh Shem of hosts is
Right,
his
there
name.
you go. That's what you want to do. Yahweh Bashem Shah host meaning armies. So the Lord, everything is the Lord's army. The Lord can make anything, anywhere attack on His behalf. But the Lord said that you're going to be as the rod of His inheritance. Oh, was it Jeremiah? Jeremiah 51:9, 19.
Okay, yeah,
Jeremiah
yeah.
51:19.
Threshing, yeah.
Right.
I still haven't finished that Zechariah 14.
No, no,
Okay,
I know.
I just want to let you know.
You want me to read that?
You got it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Jeremiah 51:19. It says, the
No,
portion.
No, that brother just read
I
that.
just read that.
No, it's what are you talking about? Where
51:19. No, did you just 51:19?
yeah, he just read that.
Oh, come on. I'm sorry.
Did
My
you go
bad.
all the way through
No.
20?
I was about to ask him, did you want
No,
to
Zechariah
Yeah.
9 and 12.
You
Right,
want
that
to
is
I thought
like
that was
20
two.
out too.
Okay, go ahead. Read that 20.
Okay.
No, that's what I meant. Zechariah 9 and 12.
All right.
Read it.
But I thought I gave you Zechariah 9
You
and
might
12.
even read it in the NLT. It reads better.
Yeah, come.
Who, me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
kind of. Yeah.
Zechariah 9
yeah.
and 12.
Yeah, I just gotta go.
Yeah.
Go ahead, go to 20.
Come.
Cause I thought I gave you. I thought.
It's all over
You
the
got you
place.
kind of give him. Yeah.
Yeah, I got
I thought
it.
you wanted the one where I will make him my threshing. That's Jeremiah 50 though.
Oh, you could. I mean, if you there's a precept.
It's Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, come. And
What
that's
was that?
Jeremiah 51 and 20.
20.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, 'cause-
That's right. Okay, that's right.
Yeah, that's what we're going. We'll
Oh,
get to
Lord.
that. But I was.
I'll read it again.
Yeah.
Thou art my battle axe and the weapons of war.
Right.
For with thee will I break in pieces the
Right.
nations.
Yeah. See, that's where it's coming to.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
God.
the Lord's going to allow us to break in pieces these nations.
God.
So, like you said, Esau think he has it, but it's like you said, it's going to seem like it's a no-win situation. We're fighting the battle uphill, but the Lord's going to put that spirit, and then things are just going to start happening. He's going to put that warlike spirit on us. Hey, and miracles going to happen. You're going to be able to disappear, reappear.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Did you get into that when you went into that standard? Yeah, you do disappear, reappear. Because even Yahweh Shai did that in the time when
When they were trying to chase
they're
him.
trying to grab him
Off the mountain.
they're gonna
Yeah.
push him off.
And he-
And he just basically
he
disappeared. Yeah, and walked in between them, walked out of there.
Probably walked through a wall, man. You don't know. I mean, what I'm saying.
No, they were outside.
Yeah, but he probably walked back inside or something.
Yeah.
You know, we don't know. You know, he just
Yeah, he just probably just disappeared,
Walked
just
away.
walked away.
walked away. Yeah.
Yeah,
God.
Fuck ass niggas.
yeah, he just disappeared and moved through them. I mean.
God.
Not to mention, if you think about what the, you know, the Lord got different ways, you know, because, you know, the Lord even can make his face look like someone else, right? Remember when he was walking on the path with those two guys? They thought he was someone else, remember?
Yeah. They couldn't recognize
They
him.
couldn't recognize. He probably made his face look like somebody else.
Yeah.
Or
So,
at least-
so where have you been? It's all, you know?
Yeah.
Because he said, don't you know what's going on
Yeah,
these times?
right.
He goes, what things? He's, you know,
Yeah, he played
play
along.
yeah.
That's also why the scriptures tells you, you know, hey, to be careful because you don't know when you might be entertaining angels.
Right, son.
You know?
And with thee will I destroy kingdoms.
Right. See, so all these kingdoms. So even though everybody's popping shit, hey, all your kingdoms are gonna come to an end, right? You have the Psalms 83. Guess what? You're all those enemies. All your kingdoms are coming to an end, right?
God. Verse 21. and with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider,
Right.
and with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider.
Same thing
Right.
about Pharaoh,
Right.
the horse and his rider.
Right.
And this time it's gonna be who?
The modern day Pharaoh,
Esau.
Esau, yeah, right. Going into their power structure, right. Going into your tanks, your you know whatever you use as a vehicle, because those were weapons of war. The what do you call it? The chariots that they had? They were weapons of war. You know, when you could sit on a chariot and roll by somebody, you could drive them through. You're higher up. That chariot kind of blocks you.
Yeah.
It kind of protects you. You know, they have their tanks.
You have the high ground.
You have the high ground, yeah.
Just like remember in Star Wars when they said, you lost, Anakin? I got the high ground. Remember
Right,
that?
yeah.
And the idiot
Yeah, because that's the best place to ever have. When you go to war, that's mostly what they would want. They would want the high
the
ground.
high ground, yep.
And
Right.
they also, though, in the chariot, you got mobility, you got speed,
Right.
you know what I mean? And, like, if you ever watched that, the 300, they had things on the side of them chariots, too, where they
With
would
the chops,
slice
like
people
people
in
have.
half. Yeah. You know, so yeah, chariot. And so now your modern day chariot would be a tank.
Yeah.
But then even that's obsolete now to a degree, you know what I mean? Because the missiles is bad, motherfucker.
Right.
But, you know, the tank, you got that, you know, the massive.
Well, they got the
cannon,
tank, the Humvees.
machine
They got the
gun. Yeah.
different vehicles that they use. You know, yeah. Like you said,
Them
the
MRAMs.
drones.
Boy, them
The
things-
drone, the modern day, the new modern day way of war is changed. The modern day war is drones now.
Missiles, drones.
Drones. Well, it told you that. They just said that. They said that because of what Iran did to America,
Yeah.
that it changed the it changed the war forever.
War, yeah.
And the main thing that they're looking for is to bring in drones, cheap made drones, cheap and efficient drones, because that's basically what Iran did. They had cheap drones, but they worked efficiently. So that you were able to go out and use it. And if you did lose one, you lost a minimum amount of money.
Yeah.
And then you're able to slap one back together, put some more out there, and that's where the modern warfare is going to go. So the drones is the way war is going now.
And they have the full example of that also with the these ships that America has. They can't get within 500 kilometers of the shore, or they'll get pelted with rockets. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Well,
so
that's what they
all
were
of that
saying,
modern
drones.
warfare they can't bring to bear on things like they used to. They used to be able to sit off the side of your country and bombard you with all kinds of you know. But they try that now. Iran will light their ass on
Well,
fire.
yeah, they did already. Yeah, they showed them.
Hey, can you grab a precept real quick? You can break it down, brother. Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 17.
Come,
Real quick. I don't know if you have it on your list. You?
No.
Yeah, just real quick, bro. You can get it.
come.
It's just because he's gonna use says he's gonna use the creature for his weapon, the Lord, brother. Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 17.
I'm there.
Okay.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 5 and verse 17. It says, "He shall take to him his jealousy to complete armor, and make the creature his weapon for the revenge of his enemies."
Ooh, you hear that?
Yeah. Because even certain animals that they have like when the Lord mentioned Leviathan has like a skin you can't pierce through, right? So it said like armor. So these animals got different type of skin.
When you look at the insects, they all have their own little mechanisms.
Right.
That is
defense
extraordinary,
mechanism,
bro.
yeah,
And the thing, imagine when they get those the power,
They can
have
change.
all
They
They
can use. Yeah, you have to use different animals, different skills.
different skills.
Different skills from the animals and different. Yeah. Hey, but even you got it says the animal newly created beast when it
Yeah.
talks about that. Yeah.
Yeah,
But that creature
everything's
really-
smaller
Yeah,
now.
that's
So like
crazy.
even
Yeah.
when you
Spitting out
look at
sparks
the
and tempers. It
insects,
says spitting out things from their eyes.
But that
can
creature
you
speaking
imagine a
about.
wasp like that size?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I don't want to, but yeah.
Nah, no, yeah, but any of those, you know, different creatures that we encounter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you go like
You know?
the rainforest and the
Yeah.
Amazon.
Oh yeah, where
Big
The
ass, big ass ants,
ants.
big ass spiders, big ass
They got,
bees.
they got a poisonous ant.
Yeah,
Oh, they got many. Yeah,
Yeah.
red ant out here is just something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they got an ant that I was watching a documentary about that. They had an ant that bite. It's poisonous. People be getting
can't can it carry like I forget how much?
50 times more
Yeah,
than their
imagine.
their
So
weight.
when the elect be able to
Yeah.
pick up a tank and throw it around.
Right.
Like
Oh,
nothing,
yeah.
Because
Even though Volcat he got offended by that.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, because they said the creature, he should be the creature. Really, that creature speaking about
The elect.
The elect, yeah.
Yeah.
But the Lord can use anything. Can send a swarm of bees. Can
Yeah,
send
but-
hyenas. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Go ahead. Read. Start again.
From where you want
Where
that?
you where you at?
Wisdom of Solomon.
Yeah.
It says, Wisdom of Solomon 5:17. He shall take to him his jealousy for complete armor.
Oh yeah, basically saying because he said he's gonna give us his anger.
Mm-hmm.
He'll put his anger so that his jealousy
Right.
for an armor.
Ezekiel 25.
Right, yeah, right, yeah. Okay, okay, I get what you're saying now. Yeah, go ahead.
And make the creature his weapon
Right.
for the
What you did,
revenge.
yeah,
Right.
for the revenge.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Of his enemies.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's he shall put on righteousness as a breastplate and true judgment instead of a helmet.
For revenge. Wait, no, sorry, what you
That
said?
was it.
Revenge.
Yeah, the revenge of his enemies. Next verse.
Oh, the next word. Okay, go ahead.
The next verse is he shall put on righteousness as a breastplate
Right.
and
Okay.
true judgment
Right.
instead of a helmet.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Going into the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, putting it all on, because the Lord tells you that put on the whole armor. Yeah.
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 Ephesians 6 chapter. Yeah.
You got that?
Matter of fact, I'll just get these 19 and 20. It says, he shall take holiness for an invincible shield.
Right.
His severe wrath shall be sharpened for a sword, and the world shall fight with him against the unwise.
Yeah.
Right,
Who's
yeah,
the unwise?
right.
Fucking
Esau.
man.
Yeah. Yeah. Esau's you're the unwise man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's an unwise thing to
Pick a fight with yeah, a bunch of
You're shy, yeah,
Your
good.
arms is too short.
Yeah, because as also, which they don't understand that's what they're doing. But that's the point, because you're unwise. It says that the simple, the wicked shall not understand.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what you don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing.
They don't know what they're getting
understand.
into, man.
They don't know what they're getting into. They're gonna open a can of worm that hey, once you open it up, you can't put it back.
Pandora's box.
Pandora's box.
You know, once you open
What they said,
it,
a can of whoop ass, gonna open up a can of whoop ass. And you can't put it back in.
Yeah, Esau's been. It's like a fighter. You're training, trying to go against the champion. You don't know what you're getting into.
Yeah, you don't know what you're getting into. Yeah. Like trying to go fight against Bud Crawford. You know, them over there, they didn't know what they were getting into. Yeah. Even dude said, when Bud Crawford was fighting, he said it was like when he came back out, he changed his style the next round. And so he couldn't get a hold of his rhythm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because normally what you do is you see and you fight and you get a hold of the person's rhythm. Okay, now I know how. So then you fight your
tendencies and stuff.
Yeah, your tendencies. But then he said the dude came and did it different, and he was like, oh, he could never get a hold, and that's how we're gonna be. We're gonna be able where you can't ever get a hold of what we're able to do, right? You know.
in that day, even if you can, it's
Yeah,
gonna help you.
ain't gonna help you, but
Just
just
let you figure it
just-
out. So you still get stomped out.
Bro. Yeah.
Hey, but why would we do that? When you're meditating terror in that time, and you could do, like you said, you could do all sorts of things. Hey, just like the chariots. The chariots can change sizes,
Yeah.
go big, go small. You'll
Yeah.
be able to do those things. Go big, yeah.
Move around.
We said
bro.
run like the stubble.
Yeah.
Sparks across the
Yeah.
stubble.
Yeah.
Hey, you're gonna be able to run fast.
Hey,
Yeah.
what prophet was that outran the chariot back
Ezekiel.
in the city? Ezekiel.
No, Elijah.
It's not Elijah. I'm not
Elijah.
Elijah.
Okay.
Yeah, Elijah. I mean Elijah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'll get in the NLT, brother. If you
Go
don't
ahead.
mind.
No, go ahead, bro.
Go ahead.
You gotta let you go.
I know he gonna do it.
Isaiah, it's like Ephesians 6 and verse 11 in the NLT, put on all of Yahweh's armor, so that you will be able to stand firm against the tragedies.
Strategies.
I'll read it again.
Isn't that in the same chapter, bro? It's like, okay,
You got it.
stubble, sparks upon the stubble. I believe it's up. I believe so.
What do you mean? I'm out of. I can go
Oh
back.
no, I'm just saying. I just wondered.
Yeah, I think it was in there too.
Yeah, it's up above. It was in Psalm 5. Since our brother mentioned that, you should like sparks amongst the stubble, which is that's heavy, man, because that's gonna be the elect having that spiritual
power, yeah.
spiritual power.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Ephesians 6 verse 11 in NLT, put on all
Or
of
it might be in
Yahweh.
the 3rd chapter. I'm sorry, brother.
You good, brother? You good? You good?
I'm sorry.
You good, brother? Yeah, right.
I don't have my phone.
Put on all of Yahweh's armor, so that you will be able to stand firm against all the strategies of the devil.
Yeah. So you got to put on all the armor of Yahweh Bashem Shai, so that way you can survive the strategies
It's in 3 and 7.
of the devil.
God.
Which the devil is what Esau Edom, right?
That's
The
like-
British holy ultimately this whole city, this system, because when it comes to the micro CHIP, it's going to be worldwide, right? There's no place you can't go that these devils ain't going to have you under surveillance, have you under this, intense scrutiny as far as obeying that new world order, man, right? That Novus Ordo Seclorum, right?
I'm done.
You know.
Okay.
But mainly what that destruction is for America.
Oh, yeah.
Right? That's where the Lord's anger is at, is mostly
The second death.
The second death is talking about America. Right? Go ahead, did you read that? Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 7. And I'll start at 6. As gold in the furnace hath he tried them, and received them as a burnt offering. And in the time of their visitations they shall shine, and run to and fro like sparks amongst
Yeah.
the stubble.
And our time, that time is now at the end.
Right.
The end when the Lord's gonna have to, he's gonna have to defend us. Something's gonna
Lift
have
up that
miraculous.
standard,
He's gonna have he's gonna lift up a standard. Something miraculous has to happen in order to deliver us, to
Yeah.
keep us safe.
Yeah.
Because the Lord even said, he said,
It's got to be divine
take-
intervention.
gonna be divine in the intervention. He said, what did he say? He said, keep them because they're in the world.
Keep them in the world.
Keep them in the world,
But they're not of the
but
world.
they're not of the world, or
Right.
something like that.
John
Because
17.
because we're here, but we're gonna go through things. We're gonna go through things because we have to go through the hour of temptation.
Oh yeah. The final test.
We're in the world, but not of the world. But that's not the one I'm talking about. I was talking about when the Lord said to basically he was telling the Lord to keep them, to protect them. For he has what he said, I have given them thy
That's
name.
17. He's in the
Oh,
right
that's
chapter.
it. That's it. Okay.
John 17.
Yeah, as I've given them their name to basically keep them, right? And that's where we're at, man. Because we're gonna go through the trials and tribulations. We have to go through what it said. The trial you have to test your strength. It says try you like gold. It's try
In the furnace, right.
try you like in the furnace.
And that's what that said, that I just read, that they'd be tried like gold and shine.
Right,
And then, given that ability afterwards, hey, they're gonna represent.
right.
But I got that, John 17.
But
I'll jump in here at,
17 maybe? No?
14, because it's in 15. I pray. So I'll start at 14. It says, I have given them thy word, and the world hath hated them, because they are not of the world,
right,
even as
Right.
I am not
They hate
of
us.
the world.
and that's what it is. That's what they're gonna. That's what one of the things why they're passing the 14th Amendment is really to get after Jake. That way, when something happens, they want to be able to remove, justify removing the internet and certain things and not being able for anyone to be able to preach out
Right.
there. They want to take the
Yeah,
prophets off the
at
streets.
some point they're gonna put the blame on the Hebrew Israelites.
Right.
Yeah, and they mad at Jake right now too, because a lot of Jakes, and you see it on the internet a lot, is that the whole thing now is sit this out. When they had the No Kings protest, all the Jakes was talking about, nah, don't get sit that out. You know what I mean? When they were deporting all the migrants, Jake was, nah, sit that out. So they constantly trying to agitate and bring Jake back into his
something. That's what I said.
mentality. Yeah,
They're trying to get Jake, like I
Yeah.
said, race bait.
Bait him, yeah.
Bait him in,
you know.
bait him into race,
Yeah,
race
and
bait.
this motherfucker's such a deceiver through his
His
technology
propaganda
and
and
shit.
his media.
he may just put, we're teaching and us be saying something that
Yeah.
we're not really saying.
Come.
You see what I'm saying? And then they're gonna, our jobs, wherever they're gonna be seeing that, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Just like the other Yashwamba says, man, don't be surprised. You walk into your workplace.
Feds are at your
yeah,
job.
and they're coming looking for you.
Everybody looking
Everybody
at you
looking at
funny,
you.
like, you know.
You know?
It says, verse 15, this is what you want.
And in your family, yeah, it's him.
Yes, sir.
It's him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he been acting strange.
Yeah.
He started doing
He did that
weird.
cult.
He's clean that cult. Yeah,
He one of those black Hebrews. It says, I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world, but that thou shouldest keep them from the evil.
Right.
They are not
Yeah,
of
there
the
you go.
world,
That's it.
even as I am not of the
Yeah.
world.
And we're about to go into the evil meaning what a bad time.
bad time.
We're about to go through the baddest time ever. A day like none other. Right? Hey, it should be even the time of Jacob's trouble.
Right,
Right?
right. But he shall be saved
Saved
out
out of it, right? Yeah,
Elect.
elect.
Uh,
I think I got that on my thing. Or no? Go ahead. Oh, that was it?
Yeah.
Oh, finish that. I think we still got that.
You want that Zechariah first? 9?
Yeah, you've been waiting.
No, let's get that. Let's finish
You
that.
want this one?
Yeah.
Okay, Zechariah chapter
14.
14, I'll start at verse 13 again. It says, And it shall come to pass in that day that a great tumult from the Lord Yahweh Baal Shimei Shai shall be among them.
Right.
And they shall lay hold of everyone on the hand of his neighbor.
Yeah, see, and that's gonna happen. And
Yeah.
they're gonna start people gonna be laying hands on each other, man.
Mhm,
Right?
mhm. And his hand shall rise up against the hand of his neighbor.
Right?
Mhm.
Nothing but
Blows.
straight blows. Right? Straight blows going back and forth. You know? Hey,
Can you get that in the LT, see what it says? I'm just curious. It says,
Right.
it's in verse 14, it says, And Judah also shall fight at Jerusalem, and the wealth of all the
Right.
heathen round about shall be
Jerusalem-
gathered together.
and Jerusalem is where people before a place.
Zechariah 14,
Zechariah 14.
13.
Yeah, and Jerusalem is a people before a place. So that really represents all 12 tribes, right? Because we're going to be going through a lot of things. Even with the 12 tribes, a lot of them are going to be, because this place is a place of confusion. America's a place of confusion. So you're gonna have the so-called Mexicans and stuff warring against themselves,
Yeah,
and then Jake warring against themselves, white people warring against themselves.
Right.
But then at the
Yeah.
same time, you still got the racial tensions as well,
right.
right?
We said yesterday, everyone's going to go into their light,
Right.
and then they're going to be fighting each other.
And
Each
fighting
other,
and
Yeah.
and racial. Yeah.
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 Mother against daughter, daughter,
Right.
father
Oh, then
against.
you get that. The Lord's bring division. Get that. It was Luke.
Still holding Zechariah.
Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah.
I get it.
Ooh, the NLT, brother, read it in the NLT, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
Zechariah chapter 14, verse 13. On that day they will be terrified, stricken by the Lord with great panic.
Oh yeah.
Chaos.
Chaos.
They will fight their neighbors hand to hand.
Yeah. Hey, because that's America, Babylon. Babylon is going to be stricken with great destruction. Read that one more time. Right, because something's going to happen. Like you said, something's going to happen to kick it off.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, it's going to be a fearful time. When you're looking at what. No lights, maybe it might be no lights, no electricity, no police. Nobody's coming to help you. None of those things, those norms that you always have. There's no one coming. There's not gonna be a referee No one's gonna go and then break it up. There's gonna be nothing. You know what I mean? It's gonna be. Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, there's gonna be no timeouts, nothing.
No timeouts.
No water breaks.
No water breaks, none of that, man.
No referee.
Oh, no, yeah, like I said that. Yeah, no referee. All gas, no brakes, man.
God.
Yeah. But
It's Zechariah chapter 14, verse 13 in NLT. On that day they will be terrified, stricken by the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, with a great panic. They will fight their neighbors hand to hand.
yeah, and that's what it is. Yeah. And when people are panicking, what it says, when people have nothing to lose, they lose it. And when you lose it, you just panicking. You just you're like a chicken with his head cut off. You're just doing something because hey, there ain't no food. There's no this. There's no that.
33.
And Esau's good for just blaming Jake when there's no food at the grocery store, when there's no lights, no nothing. It's easy to just blame Jake.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
They're gonna just because they ain't gonna be able to put their hands on the elite. So what do? You know what I mean? You try to put your hands on Jake, man. Right? Because they proved that in that movie. That movie what was it called? The New York Gangsters?
Which one? Oh, Gangs of New York.
Gangs of New York, yeah, Gangs of
yeah,
New York.
yeah.
Remember, because they just had that thing, it was just between Edomites.
Yeah.
They had this fight,
saw
but
the
then
black
somehow
folks.
they started beating up the black. It was just a fight between the Edomites, two Edomite providences or whatever it was.
The rabbits versus the butchers.
Butchers, yeah.
That was with Number Women, right? That movie I'm talking about, Gangs of New York.
No, it wasn't with Number Women.
Oh, okay.
That's the other one.
That's the other one. Okay.
That's the other one you watch on Cinemax.
Late night, yeah. I watched late night.
Hey, this is child rated, man.
This ain't that
Rated
kind
PG.
I'm saying rated X, bro. We're talking about
What's the matter, you?
Right. What's the matter, you?
Nah, it's an old movie, bro.
Yeah.
About these Edomites, man. The fight,
The capital, right?
Yeah, Leonardo
Leonardo
DiCaprio. Yeah. It's going down in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which we think he's a Jake. He might be a Jake. But
Can I bring something up? Isaiah 33 in verse 10. And I'm reading NLT. It says, "But the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yeshai says, now I will stand up. Now will I show my power and might."
Yeah.
It says, "Your Assyrians produce nothing but dry grass and stubble."
right, and that's America. America is synonymous with Assyria too, right?
Mhm.
One of the things we use for America too is Assyrians. And so the Lord says, hey, he's fed up. Like, you've done everything. The Lord gave you a chance to rule, and you're an unfit ruler, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Fit steward. Yeah.
Go ahead,
Give
read it again.
it
Start at the
stewardship
top, man.
of the earth.
It says,
Starting when you start right at the top.
verse 10, Isaiah 33 and 10 in the NLT, it says, "But the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yeshai says,
Says,
now I will stand up."
yeah, hey, see now the Lord, hey,
Yeah.
because he allowed us to be in slavery for some time, allowed us to be underneath you, but now what he's given us, the way to come back to him, right? Because that's what the Lord said, change your ways, clean yourself up, then seek my face, and then I will hear from heaven, right? So which we've done that, we cleaned up our ways, we changed our ways, and now we're crying to the Lord, and now he hears our cries.
Right.
Now he can stand up.
Mm-hmm. It says,
Right.
"Now I will show my power and might."
Right now, and now is the time. It's the end. He's about to get ready to give Yahweh Shai the kingdom.
Yeah.
So now is the time to bring
Right.
to show up.
He's gonna rise up.
Rise up Judah. Right.
Right. Rise up. You're starting with begin with 2/3.
2/3.
And
Yeah.
then the elect gonna get busy.
Right.
It says, "You Assyrians produce nothing but dry grass and stubble."
Right.
Meaning it's nothing but shit. You know,
Hey,
garbage.
but they're even doing that now within their system. Remember, they just had the farmers told them do not plant anything.
Right.
Right.
That
They just
too.
told they're committing. They're creating a man-made famine.
Mm-hmm.
So they ain't doing nothing but producing dry grass. But not to mention that's probably going into the people too.
Yeah.
Because the
It's a
people.
place of the cesspool, brother.
Yeah. The people are not being nourished in the right way. They're not being because
Yeah.
then you just bring up and then what it says you tell that to Judah says you should have nothing but briars and
Briars and thorns. Yep.
and normally that comes when the thing gets dry, the the briars and the
Thorn
thorns
bushes.
when it's dry, and that's why even now when you walk out here and you're on the walk,
Tumbleweeds.
it's a tumbleweed, and the thing's poking you, it's all in your socks. They call it that the little bullhead,
Yeah.
that little thing. It's because it's dry.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's all dry. You just get nothing but thorn. You ouch, god dang.
Yeah.
Poking things because it's dry, man. Go ahead.
It says your own breath will turn to fire and
Mm.
consume you.
Damn.
It's,
Yeah, because that's them. Their words. It tells you that about how their own mouth shall fall upon them.
Yeah.
It's gonna judge them, right? Your own
Right.
words, your thing is gonna judge you. It's gonna consume you, right?
Right.
He that speaketh lofty, right? You speak lofty, those things ain't gonna do nothing but piss the Lord off.
Mm-hmm.
Which actually he's already pissed off, but
Yeah.
but you're
Angry
talking
with
with
the
all that
wicked
power.
every day.
You're angry with the wicked every day, yeah.
Right.
But you talking shit. It's just oh.
I'm gonna rouse up.
Yeah,
Judah.
you're gonna rouse up Judah, man. And your own mouth should put fire to. Hey, gonna put fire boots to
Yeah,
that fire.
yeah.
Put fire to your ass. Man.
Because it's really twofold. Ultimately, the missiles, the
missiles,
destruction.
yeah, yeah.
But that fire, was.
But yeah, the first part, the race wars. But
Yeah.
the ultimate, the ultimate fire, right? The cherry on top
Mhm.
is the missiles, the ICBM missiles.
Yeah.
Right, and those the hypersonic missiles, the ones they can't even see. They don't see it, and that's what they tell you in boxing. It's the punch you can't see coming.
That's right. God, bro.
That's the most devastating to you,
Yeah.
and that's what's going to be the most devastating to them. Is those was it Satan 1, Satan 2, and then I think Moab has a hypersonic,
Yeah, with the.
and
yeah,
I don't know if did North Korea say they got one now.
I'm sure they do.
I think North Korea.
Them
Man,
Kim don't be fucking
Yeah.
around.
Man.
so, you know.
man.
It says again. It says your people will be. Salakia, going too fast. Your people will be burned up completely.
Right.
It says like thorn bushes cut
Right.
down and tossed in a fire.
Yeah. Well, that's what the Lord said. He was gonna separate the wheat from the
tares.
from tares. And the first thing he's gonna do is grab the tares, and toss them in the fire.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's the jakes that look, that are not. They look like Israel, but they're not Israel. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's talking about.
Said the enemy so
The enemy has sown. Yeah.
Tares. Yeah.
Tares, yes. The enemy has done this.
Enemy
The enemy has done this because
Yeah,
what they do to our
Esau
women,
raping
man.
it.
They raped our women. Now you got Jake. Well, they look like Jake, but they're not. You know what I'm
Right.
They're all skin
Like Herod,
folk,
you know?
kinfolk.
Yeah.
saying? You know.
So you got a lot of them that got brown because hey, a woman
Coconuts.
is gonna give that melanin,
Right on the
to that
inside.
seed. Yeah.
Yes. You know. But yeah, chocolate
that's
covered
what-
Edomites. You know?
And the crazy part was that's what was it Esau or was trying to do when he went and got with the Canaanite women, was trying to get that melanin back into his seed line.
Right. But yeah, you're right. Though there is a spiritual weed
As-
terror as well.
Right.
But that scripture was talking about the physical
Actual,
terrors. Yeah, the physical terrors.
No, I'm just mentioning how, because the Lord said He's gonna separate the wheat from the tare, and then also the Lord said He's gonna separate the goats from the sheep.
Yeah.
Right.
Because many will say in that day, Lord, Lord.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so,
Yeah,
have
we're gonna be
we not
weep-
prophesied in thy name?
Weeping and gnashing
You know?
of teeth.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We're going into that fire. That's what's gonna make them weep and gnash. The teeth is gonna be that fire from the ICBM missiles, and everything else that come with it. Like this brother like to say, you got the gas lines, and you have all these different things. You have the volcanic, which they already said that in Arizona. They said that there's 4 volcanic fault that's actually active right now in Arizona, off the border of Mexico and in Grand Canyon.
Yeah, you can see all the results of this place when it's hit becoming that molten lake of fire, man.
Right.
Because it's so many things in here that, and then that's not even including the timber, the people, the animals, just the natural things that run to and fro across this land, and the pipelines and everything else.
I finished that, Jeremiah.
Yeah.
I finished that.
Yeah, there's a little bit more. It says, let me see. I'll read that again. It says,
Want me to do it again?
your people, Isaiah 33:12, it says, your people will be burned up completely like thorn bushes cut down and tossed in a fire. It says, listen to what I have done, you nations far away, and you that are near, acknowledge my might.
Right.
Because the Lord is the one doing it, bro.
Yeah, well, it says that they should hear a cry in the Red Sea. The whole world is going to hear it. And it talks about how what the other nations are gonna cry and say that great city Babylon is fallen, and basically their wealth they're gonna be able to make the money off the suckers who buy a bunch of frivolous shit, a bunch of bullshit that breaks.
Yeah.
You have to keep buying. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
and that'll be twofold because that's going to be ultimate destruction. But
Destruction,
even when
no,
these
that's
race riots break out, they're going to hear about that noise. It's going to be heard too, man.
Right.
Imagine all these nations. They're going to be, oh, look what's going on over there.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Because
know?
America's the
While
center.
dealing with their own.
Because
With their own, yeah.
Because America's the center of attention always, right? 'Cause
Always.
all these nations want to be pretty much like America. They start building their cities.
Yeah.
They're starting to wear Levi jeans and tennis shoes and hats, and they want to do breakdancing and whatever. All these
Suit
nations
and
are.
ties.
Yeah, suit and ties. But hey, they even copy Jake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they wear the suits and ties like Esau, and then hats and tennis shoes like Jake. So they want to be like America, you know.
You know, hey, and then they were the kind of, cause hey, who looked better in that suit and tie? Jake. You know,
Right.
Jake got that nice suit, like you know, and I can't stand the coon, but
Harvey.
Harvey.
Yeah, see,
You know, he came out with them clean ass smooth suits. You know what I mean? Esau can't rock it like, you know, nothing
Yeah,
he
yeah.
do. You know,
He got that swag. The
Yeah.
swag Jake got, the flavor.
nah, he ain't got no salt.
It says a little bit more. It says the sinners in Jerusalem shake with fear. Terror seizes the godless. It says, who can live with this devouring fire? They cry. It says, who can survive all consuming fires?
What book is that?
Jeremiah 33.
Oh yeah, that's talking about Jake.
The sinners in Zion are
So,
afraid. Yeah. Oh,
But I guess you're saying, yeah, yeah. That was really what we were going through at that time. Who came in? The Babylonians?
the Babylonians.
Yeah.
But
But-
you bring it to this time, you know, that you know, you're gonna have the like you said, the race wars, race riots. You're gonna have, because it goes on to tell you, you know, that the Lord is gonna be basically our fortress. You know, you're gonna have food, you can have water, you can have drink going into this time. You know, and then it goes on to say, thou shalt meditate terror upon them. So you know, so it's going to, like I said, it would happen. But what has been has already, you know,
We're
it's
coming
coming back.
There's
It's
nothing
coming
new
back.
under the sun.
Nothing new under the sun.
Right, Con?
Come on, bro. Go on. I can wonder, you know.
God, brother. You want that right now?
Yeah.
Stop you, brother.
Isaiah chapter 25, verse 3. Therefore shall the strong people glorify thee. The city of the city of the terrible nations shall fear thee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Con.
Calm down.
Start it.
You want to start at 2 again?
You start 2 and just go into it. Yeah. Verse 3.
Isaiah chapter 25, verse 2. For thou hast made of a city in heat.
Right, yeah. And that's what's gonna happen to doing this thing. What we're gonna make a city,
Of a city of in heat.
yeah, a city, a heat, yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Right?
Go ahead.
Of a defense.
Right, there you go. That's part of what for. Yeah, but the city of, yes, make a city of heat, a city of defense, right? Because this.
What is he reading?
Go ahead.
What are you reading?
Isaiah 25, verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, keep going.
Come. A city, yeah. Well, I'll read it again. It's like, for thou hast made of a city of heat,
Mm-hmm.
of a defense, city of ruin.
Right, yeah, and that's what's gonna happen, man. These race wars, these riots, are gonna do nothing but ruin America, man. It's gonna tear this place up, man. Right? This place ain't gonna never.
Let me get that
But-
in there,
I'm surprised you didn't.
No,
no,
Go
it's
ahead.
okay,
No, do
bro.
your thing. Do
Keep
your
going.
thing.
a
Give me
palace,
all that.
a palace of strangers, to be no city that
Right.
shall never be built.
Right, because this is their power, this is their rulership, right? And they're nothing but strangers to us, really, at the end of the day. And they're gonna be what?
Come, a palace of strangers, to be no city, and it shall
Right.
never be built.
Right, it should never be built. which he goes into, was it Isaiah, was it 14:21? That you should have the prepare slaughter for them for the iniquities of their forefathers.
Isaiah
They
14.
they should not rise. Yeah, 14:21, right? Yeah, they should not rise and nor build the cities, build the face of the world with cities, right? So that's what they're gonna have no cities anymore, right? But
Verse 3. Therefore shall the strong people glorify thee. The
Right.
city of the terrible nation shall fear thee.
right, and that when Jake do that, it's gonna put a lot of fear, like you said, it's gonna put a lot of fear in the world, man. It's gonna put a lot of fear in this place, and like you said, the world's gonna see it. You know, America's the center of attention, so the world,
Yeah.
hey, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like they said,
they'll probably be like
they used to say the revolution will not be televised, but it is because everybody has a phone too. People are going to be
Oh, yeah,
trying to
of course.
record, and things are going to be happening.
They're probably gonna be breaking out with their own riots out in other places,
Right.
Because of what's going on here.
Right?
It's a global thing.
It's going to be a global thing. Yeah. Go ahead. Keep going. Right?
Verse 4. For thou hast been a strength to the poor.
Right. Yeah. The Most High, Yahweh has strengthened us. Right. Yahweh Bashar Shai has given us that ability, and basically that's what the Lord's going to do. He's gonna put a spirit on Jake. He's gonna basically what it says, he shall set up a standard, right? He's gonna put a spirit on Jake,
Right.
and
Right.
that
Well-
thing's gonna destroy. The Lord's gonna destroy this place. Economy wise, like the money, the Lord's basically he's destroying the thing inside out, like everything. You know, with you know the government, the way they're running things, the people, everything is destroyed. You know the what do you call it? The society basically.
Right. And I know we didn't get the first verse, but the first verse says, "His counsels of old are faithfulness and truth."
Right.
So everything that he that he already had predicted or put
Or
forth,
said.
already
He said.
it's happening.
Well, you want to go? You want? Oh, you can do.
Well, I roughly paraphrase it.
Okay, go ahead.
And he doth not move nor stir them till
The time.
yeah,
Oh, but yeah.
everything comes to pass.
Right.
Isaiah 25 verse 4. For thou hast been a strength to the poor,
Mm-hmm.
a strength to the needy in his distress.
Right.
A refuge.
Yeah, and we're gonna be in distress, like you said, when they got all these different weaponry, robots, everything that they have. We're gonna be in distress. The lack of food, everything. That's a distressful time, you know. But we have to have that faith that the Lord's gonna be able to provide for us. We got to think of those miracles. The Lord made water come out of a rock.
Yeah.
Right. We got to start thinking.
We're cutting. Just like I didn't go to it, but Isaiah 33 says that your strength should be the munition. Well, not your munitions of rock. Can I just get that part?
Go ahead.
Real fast, because that's going to be our covering. Isaiah 33 and just one verse real quick.
Go ahead. You got it.
Go
ahead, break it down.
Yeah, it says, "He shall dwell on high," because this is going to be the elect. It says, "His place of defense, listen, shall be the munitions of rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Bread shall be given him; his waters shall be sure."
Right. Yeah.
You know, so that's just the covering that the Lord's going to give to his elect. You know, whoever is of that number.
They are. Yeah.
God.
Yeah. Which that makes sense, because what was it? There was another. What you call him? The Lord. What's his name? Was it Samson?
Oh, when he gave him the power.
He gave him the power, right?
Right.
He gave him the power. He was beating everybody with the jawbone of an ass.
Yeah.
But then later on, he allowed him to open that jaw and drink water out of it.
Mm.
Was it a rock, brother?
No, it was a jawbone. It was a jawbone of an ass.
Okay.
And he broke the jawbone and drank water out of the jawbone.
Okay.
Right? So hey, the Lord, you got to be able to have that, because those are things that we said, the things that aforetime were written for our learning.
Yeah.
So when we're in that position, we're gonna have to think of those miracles.
And I believe the scriptures, the Spirit came mightily upon him.
Right.
So that's what we got. That's our hope, man. That in that time, when that time comes, that the Spirit's gonna become mightily upon us, man. You know, that's our hope. And
That's our hope. Yeah, Lord willing. Yeah.
God.
Go ahead.
Isaiah 25 and verse 4 again. For thou hast been a strength to the poor, a strength to the needy in his distress, a refuge from the storm.
see, covering
Esau said she's coming like a flood.
like a flood.
Right. You can get that.
The brother read it earlier, but we can read it again.
Oh yeah.
Coming like a flood. You want it again?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess he already read it though. That's cool though. Yeah, because that's Esau coming in like a
Yeah,
flood.
Isaiah 59:19. Yeah.
Right. I think there's one like that, and was it Psalms too? It talks about the flood.
Yeah.
Flood will come in.
I think Psalm 144, I believe.
Go ahead, keep going.
I'll
A
find it.
shadow from the heat when the
Yeah.
it's like it, when the blast of the terrible ones is as a storm.
Right, and the terrible one. Who's the terrible one?
Wait.
Hey, who's the terrible one, man? The blast. Hey, they're gonna be coming against us.
Yeah.
And what's it? They got those with the direct energy weapon. Hey, that's it says a blast of heat. Go ahead. Keep going.
God. I'll read it again. A shadow.
Yeah.
It's like a shadow from the heat when the blast of the terrible ones is as a storm against the wall.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah. See, and then who knows what they might use? And they might use that dew on us too. They might just go crazy. Use that direct energy. We start burning up. Just start doing all sorts of manner of different things, man.
Check it out. This is Psalms 144 and verse 5. It says, bow thy heavens, O Lord Yahweh Bashem Yoshai, and come down. Touch the mountains, and they shall smoke. It says, cast forth lightning and scatter them. Shoot out thine arrows and destroy them.
The laser beam from the chariot.
It says, send thy hand from above, rid me, and deliver me out of great waters.
Right, yeah,
It says, from the hand of strange children.
Right, yeah, which is Esau.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're gonna come in like a flood.
Come like the flood, the great waters.
Great waters, yeah. And that's them. And what it says, strange children.
Strange children.
That's them, because they don't know the ways of the Lord.
No, they weren't given the law statutes.
Right. Right.
Scripture says, "My name is dreadful among."
Was it one when it talks about it says punish? It says punish them because they never knew you, or they how they go? Yeah, because it talks about how these other nations never knew the Lord, right? Right? He's how to go? It says so we knew you. I think it's an apocrypha. It's an apocrypha. We dang, I shouldn't think of, because it talks about how these other nations never knew the Lord. You know.
Is that Ecclesiasticus, the 15th chapter?
It might be.
Let's see.
Okay.
Oh.
You know what you can do? Use the
Okay.
Google whatever.
That's
But
kind of hard to read that one.
yeah, that one's different.
That's that old king. That's that old. The V is a U or whatever it is. However it is. Let's see.
Let me get what you call. Let me get Revelations 20, start at 1.
That's what I did. Where's that at? Where it says, make them know
Make
me.
them-
Yeah, make
yeah,
them
that's
know
the one.
me make them know you like we know you.
Yeah, right,
Can
yeah.
you look that up real quick, brother? It's in the Apocrypha. It says, make the nations know thee like
we know thee?
Yeah, like we know thee. I
Yeah.
forget what that's at. It's cool. No, it's Ecclesiasticus, I believe. Oh,
Just Google
let's see.
when it pops up. It goes slow. What are you doing?
What you just said. Let's see.
No, this is Revelation 20.
Oh, you want to get there right now?
Yeah, 20.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 20 and verse 1. And I saw an angel come down from heaven,
Mm-hmm.
having the keys of the bottomless pit.
Yeah,
36.
that's Europe, right?
Can you grab it?
The bottomless pit is Europe, basically
Ecclesiastes
where
36.
what is it? The Caucasus Mountains is in between Russia and Europe, or what they call what's really Asia, right? They call it Eurasia, which is really Asia, right? But it's on the border of Russia and Europe, or what they call Europe, right? And that's the Caucasus Mountains, where you get the word Caucasian, which back in the day you used to type in Caucasian and it will let you know it means cave dweller, right? And at one time, Esau used to dwell in Mount Seir, which at one time they were in Mount Seir, which is they dwelled in caves in Mount Seir. But then eventually this time they got driven into the Caucasus Mountains, right? Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 12 and verse 1. And I saw another angel come down from heaven, having the keys of the bottomless pit, and a great chain in his hand.
Right, that's what Yahweh Shai, right? You know what I mean? Yahweh Shai had that great chain, which he's gonna bound these devils, man. Go ahead.
Verse 2. And he laid upon the dragon that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan.
Right.
And
That's what I was trying to say about that.
Yeah.
Old dragon. I'm saying it. The old dragon going back into the Roman Empire. Right? Go ahead.
Yeah, this is going into the Byzantine era. Yep.
Yep.
The so-called Dark Ages.
Dark Ages, yeah. Yep.
bound him 1,000 years.
Right. And bound him 1,000 years, right? So that was the Roman Empire. Would you have?
Yeah, that's when the Eastern Roman Empire, the Western Roman Empire fell.
The Russian Roman Empire.
The Holy Roman.
About
The Eastern Roman.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it says
Because Jake was ruling.
it says a dragon. This is the Roman Empire, and that old serpent going back to the garden.
To the garden.
The beginning of the garden. Go ahead, and then what's that?
Verse 3.
No, wait, no, right here. What is it?
Right there, brother.
Oh, and it says the devil.
And Satan.
The devil. What's that? Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, the devil. Devil meaning what? False accuser. And then Satan meaning what? Adversary. Right? So basically Esau, or, going back to that Roman Empire, which is the Edomites, they are false accusers, and there are adversaries.
Deceivers.
They deceive. Well, that's what was a false accuser.
Yeah.
But false accuser goes into, when you false accuse someone, you are ultimately deceiving, right? Go ahead.
Verse 3. And cast him unto the bottomless pit, and shut him up.
Yeah, shut him up. That goes into what that dust, right? The dust, the confusion, right? That the Lord said that He was going to put on them. And I believe that's in Genesis, was it 3 and 14, right? Actually,
3 and 15, I believe.
3 and 14. Can you start at 13 though? Because ultimately. You want to get that while he's doing
Yeah,
it?
no, I got it. Just trying
Okay.
to get to where we should start. You want me to, let me see.
Start 13 instead of 14. I think it's 3 and 14, but it started at 14. I'm gonna start at 13.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just go and start at 13. Yeah, there's a lot.
There's a lot, yeah. Just
Genesis,
to get to the
Genesis 3 and 13. It says, and the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yoshai, power said unto the woman, what is this that thou hast done?
right,
And the woman said, the serpent beguiled me,
Right.
and I did eat.
right. Going into what beguiling being, he spoke to her in a certain way. He talked to her slick. He tricked her, but he talked really good to her. The thing, he basically told lies, right? It was deceitful in itself. You know what I mean? He was a false accuser, right?
Yeah.
Going into that, he's a false accuser. He's the devil. He falsely accused the Most High that you would not die.
Told her about feminism. Told
Yeah,
her
yeah,
about,
yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. That she could be a god.
Yeah, yeah,
She could
He
be a god
introduced her to-
without the Most High. Yeah,
He introduced her to doubt.
yeah,
right.
Will you die?
yeah,
Can you touch it?
yeah. You should
Who
should
said
not
it?
surely die.
Right. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? He didn't, you know, he basically made her question everything that she
Right.
knew. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Right.
he beguiled her. Yeah.
Right, doubt. He
Trickery, yeah.
He talk smooth. Yeah.
The same way this devil, as the apostle calls it, muddies the water.
Right.
So, in the, like when we read different things that we read on the definitions, but then there'll be some crazy shit in there, just
Right.
to, you know, like I said earlier, you know, he's trying to sweeten it up or soften the blow or whatever.
Right.
Essentially,
Sugarcoat
he'll
it.
put the
Sugarcoat it.
sugarcoat it. Yeah, he'll put the truth in there, but then he'll say some other shit. So now you're like, wait a minute, that goes completely against what that said. So now you're
If you know,
right,
if
right.
you're in the know, but
Well,
if you're
I mean,
not,
like,
then
yeah, if you're
most-
not, it's
most
gonna
people
look
is- it's
confusing,
gonna be, yeah.
you know. And even though Eve was in the know, he kind of, you know, being the weaker vessel, he
Go
yeah.
back to that Gardidian pact. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Right,
that's
yeah,
why
Gardenian
Eve.
pact, yeah.
That's why Eve loves Esau, man.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
I see that it works.
Right.
You know?
Amen.
Shit.
In all aspects.
Oh yeah.
She love him.
Kinda. Yeah, she can't get enough.
She can't get enough of
him.
fucking Esau.
He's so cute. He's so yeah.
Esau be reeking and shit, and she's
Yeah.
still right next to him. What
Right.
the fuck, man? That motherfucker reeks. God damn. You don't smell that? Nah, I don't smell that. God damn. She probably thought he cologne and shit.
Right.
Motherfucker smell like a trash can.
Hey, leave it to Eve though,
Give it
right?
to Eve, bro.
Hey, because of the woman, we all
Yeah,
die, man.
because the woman we all die.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, I'm reading, brother. Is that all you want from that?
No. Oh yeah. Keep going. Oh, did you go into the serpent?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you're going to the serpent.
It says, verse
So that's the
14.
point. Yeah, that's the point.
It says,
14.
and the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Eloshai power said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle.
Right, going into the dust. What I'm saying.
Right.
Confusion. Yeah, because
Right.
when the Lord put that bound upon him, right, it's going to go into him being able to basically not speak, because him being able not to speak, it stopped him from being able to deceive the world, right? Because that's what he did. He because at the time he was a serpent, he could speak. He was able to beguile the woman,
Mm-hmm.
right? But then the Lord told him, "Oh, go ahead." Matter of fact, I'm
Yep, it says, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle and above every beast of the field, going
Right.
to the nations, you know.
Yeah,
Because that's
yeah,
the
yeah,
cattle, you know,
that's the
yeah,
cattle. Yeah.
yeah.
That's in what's it? Ecclesiastes. Get that Ecclesiastes 3:18.
Yeah, the beasts of the field. Yep, I'll keep reading. It says, thou art cursed above all cattle and above every beast of the field, upon thy dwelling,
Right.
upon thy
Because
belly.
Because that proves that it wasn't just Adam and Eve. Because
Right.
people in their own thing in Christianity, they make it think like it was just Adam and Eve, and then some dude just walked up,
Yeah.
and they or
Satan.
a snake, or it was just an actual
Yeah,
actual
turned
snake.
into a snake.
And
Yeah.
snake also a snake have legs.
Yeah.
That was going to these other things, and then they'll even tell you like some myth. Like even when I was a kid, I was thinking, oh,
It
back in
happened.
the no, they would say back in the day, snakes had legs, but when the Lord cursed them, when he said you should go upon your
Yeah,
bed,
yeah, yeah.
He took off the legs. That's why they slither. Like no, that's not. The Lord always made snakes
Yeah.
the way snakes
Well,
are.
even if
It's just talking about his characteristic. It was a man, but he had a snake like characteristics. He was slick because it talks about them being cunning.
Yeah.
Snakes are cunning
Yeah.
hunters. That goes back into Esau being a cunning hunter.
Yeah, you go into that word, what is it? Serpent. So like, yeah, you go into the word serpent, it goes into a
Wise.
warlock.
Warlock and wise.
A warlock, man.
Right, yeah.
You know,
Cunning.
witch.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking witch, man.
Yeah. The wise to do. They didn't
Wise to
really
do,
do
yeah.
evil. Yeah, they didn't really ones that's wise to do evil because they're really wise. Goes into being cunning warlocks. Right? Basically, it's a cunning witches,
Whisperers, it says.
whisperers. Yeah, witches. Yeah, but
It's Ecclesiastes chapter 3:18. I said in my heart concerning the state of the sons of men,
Mm-hmm.
that Yahweh might
Magnify.
manifest.
Magnify.
Let me see. Manifest.
Manifest. Oh,
Yeah,
manifest.
Make it
Oh,
clear.
manifest. Okay.
Manifest them, and that they
thought
might
so.
see that they themselves are beasts.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, and that's dealing with the nations.
Mhm.
Yeah, like you said, because it was when it said the cattle meaning the nations, right? All the nations, because you're just beasts, really, especially without the knowledge of the Most High.
Yeah, well, even the
Yeah.
psalmist Asaph, he said that when that in I believe it was Psalm 73 where it says it wasn't until I came to the sanctuary of the Lord where I knew their end. He says he found himself as a beast
Right.
before the Lord. So yeah,
Right. Yeah, without the Lord, yeah, you're a beast. You're
Yeah.
just beast. Yeah, we're all beasts. Yeah, really. With well, because human, we just You.
Oh no, okay, I'll read it again from the top just so I not to mess it up. And the Lord power said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle
Right.
and above every beast of the field.
Right.
It says, upon thy belly shalt thou go, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life.
Yeah, that's what the meaning, the confusion.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, and if you just read it, a damn snake is not a cattle. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
It's not
right.
a cow or a bull. Or,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they don't eat dust. You know what I'm
Right. Absolutely.
saying?
Can you get that? Was it Job 30?
Where you going?
Yeah, get the
Oh,
Get
you're going
get Job 30 and 6. Get the call. I think this brother's doing something else.
No, I can get. I was just
No,
looking
get
to see
Joe.
where.
I know your thing like paused or something.
Yeah, that's what I was looking, trying to figure out what's going on with that. Job 30 and
Your
6.
thing's it's still recording.
It's still recording.
Yeah, it's just it froze. I'm about to refresh it. I guess I don't know how to.
Job
Job
30,
30.
30
Tap on
and
it
6.
on the screen.
I think it's brother.
Not that.
Oh, on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
What if you tap on the tablet? No? It's recording on the tablet, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Job 30 and 6 says, I'll start at 5. Says they
Yeah.
were driven forth from among men.
Right, being driven into the Caucasus Mountains, because they were from Mount Seir. So we're not gonna say that they wasn't in Mount Seir, right? Because what you call him try to get that old dude on that, what's his name, vocab, that old fool on that, right? What's his name? Was a one body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he tripped him up, and then he tried to use it, and then just keep pushing the video and try to show it over and over again, trying to make it look like see, hey, this is how the Hebrew Israelites look. That's how they think. No, you're talking to a dude who don't know what's going on, and then you actually just kind of jam them up, and then you try to use it. You try to use the narrative. He'll jam somebody up. So you're gonna take kids and you're gonna take babies and you're gonna bust up the white people's babies.
Right.
Well, it says that
Yeah.
it says you're gonna take their children and dash them into stone.
Yeah.
And then dash them into the stones. But then he's trying to make it, and sensationalize it for these Edomites, right? So just that's how it go. But
It says to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys and caves of the
Right.
earth and in the rocks.
right, yeah, cave dweller, Caucasian, where you get the word cave dweller. That's where they're from, right? Meanwhile, they're trying to have their pseudoscience and tell you that you as a Jake or you as a Mexican, you're not as smart as them, right?
Mm.
When you're really the Bowers, man. You're a peasant, man. The Lord said that these nations are less than nothing, man.
Right, and what did he say in Ezekiel 35? He prophesied against
Mount
Mount Seir.
Right.
I am against thee,
I'm against
he
these,
said the Lord.
saith the Lord. Yeah. Hey, and against Moab. He said against Moab, against all the Ammon, right? The Lord's, man, the Lord is against all you nations, man. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. What?
Verse verse 7, among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they were gathered together.
Right, like donkeys, they bray, they would gather, and
Make
then
it
you
look
could
like a
barely,
donkey out.
they could barely, nah,
Don't do it, brother.
nah. Yeah, they could barely, they couldn't talk. But see, with
Yeah.
because this thing what the Lord said He was gonna do, put them in the dust. Eventually, the Lord had to keep hold to His word. That's the most fearful thing that you have to look at about the Most High is the things He said He's gonna do. It may not be right then, but it always eventually happens.
Yeah.
Even what happened to Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
As Solomon, he said that he would get the whips of men, and it never happened. But when did it happen? At the time when he was Yahweh Shai. So it doesn't have to happen then, or some people say in the third or fourth generation. Hey, maybe not. I mean, but the Lord can do what He want to do.
Or just
The
like,
most-
like I said, that brother was in that chapter. It says your counsels of old are faithfulness and truth.
Right. So the Lord, I mean, not to say He don't do that. He do it in the third or fourth generation, but He could do when He wanted to too.
When he wants to.
Hey, you gotta fear the Most High, right? Go ahead.
It says, they were children of fools, yea, children of base men.
Right, yeah, the bottom, the worst of the worst, man. Bowers, right? The Bowers. I like when you said that. I'm like, yeah, that's them. Bowers, man. Yeah, you the worst, the worst, the worst. Yeah. You know, now they want to throw we're the Rothschilds, we're the Rothschild, the Rothschilds, right?
She's like,
The red
so
shoes.
what do you think of him? He's a fucking peasant.
Yeah, basically not that much. There's nothing much to think about. He's just a fucking peasant,
Yeah.
right? Go ahead.
It says they were viler than the earth,
Right?
and now am I their song,
Yeah, because then we're at the bottom. We're at the bottom. We're their song right now.
yea, am I their byword.
Yeah, you went into that.
Yeah,
Right,
we kind of, bro.
right? Right.
Yeah.
Where was you at? I think you. Oh yeah, you go.
Okay. You still want that?
Yeah, keep
okay,
going. Keep going. That's what I said.
This,
You.
Revelations
That was
chapter
two. Okay.
20 verse 3. And cast him unto the bottomless pit.
Right. See, yeah, and that's where they're at. That's the Caucasus Mountains, right? In the bottomless pit, right? Which is Europe.
Yeah, okay.
Well, the Caucasus Mountains is in Europe. Yes, it's Europe. For parts of Europe, yeah, the Caucasus
Georgia,
Mountains.
Russia.
Yeah, Georgia, Russia, yeah, which is in Europe, or what they call Eurasia. Basically, it's really part of Asia. But if you go to a certain place, they say Eurasia, right? If you go to other part of the world, not on this side, right? The Western world just calls it Europe. But the people, the news, even because I used to say, I'm like, man, why Elder Malcolm, he's always saying it's Asia, it's Asia. But then I listened to one of those news places overseas, and I heard a thing. The dude, he said you're Asian, and I said, he keeps drilling the point about the truth. He keeps drilling it. No, it's your Asia. It's not actually even Asian. That's something they threw on it, but it's actually Asian. Right? That whole place, what they call the Middle East, it's not the Middle East, it's actually Asian.
Western Asia.
Right?
Western Asia, yeah.
Yeah. So
I
yeah,
mean,
he
it
keeps
had a
drilling.
name before that, but we don't. I haven't seen anything on it because Asia was named after the another one of those Roman generals, Asiaticus.
Asiaticus, yeah, yeah.
Right. So.
But it's more
Again,
closer to the
yes.
truth than
Right,
yeah.
right.
They
Yeah,
just keep
because
coming
the
up with the
point
bull,
was-
the BS. Yeah.
Yeah, when I
And they
was
said there's
growing
7
up,
continents.
Yeah,
and
they
then
used to
there's
claim seven.
yeah.
Right, like Europe was its own.
Right.
It's like, nah, dude, you're a little piece of Asia, a little
Right.
piece of Asia.
But it's going into the lie, the Esau, the lies.
Right.
You have
Yeah.
to right here. We're gonna say you have to deceive,
Yeah.
deceive the world, right? Which right is gonna go into that. But so
Shut him up.
yeah, the Lord's gonna shut him up. That confusion
Shut
made him
him
where he
up,
would
yeah.
bray like a donkey. Because if you go back into the time when he was the Romans, and the time that he when Yahweh Shai was the sacrifice, Pontius Pilate put on the cross in Latin, Greek, and Hebrew. So Pontius Pilate, even though he's an Edomite, he was a very learned Edomite. He knew a bunch of different languages. But the Lord shut him up to where they couldn't even speak. They just berate as a donkey. and that's showing you the power of the Lord. He can bring you all the way down to where you're you know, to the dust, the confusion.
He did the same thing to was it Nebuchadnezzar?
Yeah, turn him into
Turned him
a
into
beast.
a beast and said,
Right.
had him out in the field eating
Say
grass.
hair like
all-
feathers.
yeah.
You say, yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't just his hair just wasn't.
Well, it's just long. It was just long.
But long,
yeah.
yeah.
Go.
Yeah,
Long
nails.
and
Yeah,
bushy,
his nails
long and
had
bushy.
grown to talon-like, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, claws. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably crawling
Like
around
a-
and shit.
Well, you said like you said.
Yeah.
A bower,
A bower.
a peasant.
Yes.
Yes. Even though he was a king, he was out there. He was out there like a peasant.
Yeah.
Right. Go ahead.
And set a zeal upon him.
A seal.
A seal.
And set a seal upon him that he should deceive the nations no more.
See, and that's what happened, right? And that he would deceive the nations no more. But we know that what Esau is came back and returned, and he's deceiving all. He deceived the nations. He deceived you people to believe to come up and fight for white supremacy, right? To go fight for plantation Christianity, you know. And these are the things that's gonna occur in the time. We will go down to
Verse 7.
7, yeah, real quick. You don't gotta read the whole. I just
Verse 7, and it says right there the final judgment. And when the 1,000 years are expired,
right. See, the 1,000 years are expired, which is time of what's it called, the Renaissance.
Renaissance.
The Renaissance was the rebirth of the Edomite, or the rebirth of Satan, which
Yeah.
really Satan is what your adversary, your enemy. And he's been our enemy since the womb, since the time of Rebecca being pregnant. We've been warring with him from the womb, which this earth is likened unto the womb, because of this what things is happening is likened unto the birth pains. So we're coming in the time of the birth pains, the time of Jacob's trouble.
Right.
Right?
Right. It's going back into that the rebirth of that Greco-Roman mindset.
Right.
That's what
No,
it is.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. The
Yeah,
rebirth, the rebirth of Esau. Yeah,
Yeah.
rebirth of that's what they're doing. But now they're using that Greco thing in technology now, right? They're using it to govern the whole entire world, right? Because it's in their power. It says that they should write grievous laws, because what it is in their power there.
The hands to do
The
it.
power in their hands to do it, to practice it.
Okay.
So that's what they're going to do. Now that they have technology within their hand, what are they doing? They're practicing it. They're going to use it for practice. It means they're going to use it for their benefit.
Right, because like we said last time, if Antiochus had it,
Yeah, he would
okay,
use
he would
it.
use it. You know,
Oh, yeah.
You know, any of those Roman, rulers had it, they would have used it.
Hell yeah, they would have used it. Yeah. Which proves it has to be the Esau's the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it. That follows.
Because they have it.
They have it.
Okay. Satan will be loosed out of his prison.
Yeah, and that's him. That's the time that he's he's here. You know,
Look at the next verse too. But
the next verse too. Yeah.
yeah, might as well. Yeah, because
There, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, get the was it Isaiah 19?
You want me to get it right now, brother?
yeah, read it, bro.
Okay. Verse 8. And it shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the fourth quarters of the earth.
Four
No,
corners.
Corner.
Four corners.
Four
Four quarters.
Four quarters?
Is it quarters or corners?
Quarters.
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 Four quarters.
Four
Q.
quarters.
It's a Q.
Yeah, quarters.
Yeah. I'll read it again. And it shall go out to the and it shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the fourth quarters.
It, or you say it or he? Should we say he? And shall go out to this. Oh, and shall go out. Okay,
Yeah.
I guess I'm saying it or and shall go out to deceive. Yeah, the nations. Yeah,
Which are in the fourth quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog.
right. Gog of Magog, right, which has been the Roman the Russians. Twisting my tongue. Sorry. You have the Russians, right, which lead you to right now, right, World War III, right, showing you they had to return as the you know, like you said, that Roman Greco Empire mentality, right, which that's why when you go into the 1957, they have the Treaty of Rome in 1957, right, with NATO, EU, America, and then which a lot of time when you look up, it don't say America no more. It'll just give the European things. But I remember when I first studied, it showed it was America. America was part of that Treaty of Rome too. But regardless, when you're just saying the Treaty of Rome, then you know who you were. You know who you are. So you're showing who you are. That Treaty of Rome, which America stems from Europe, right, and came to America. So we know that's those people, either which way, right? And what was that? 1957, and then what do you have? What is it? This is 2026. So was that 50? No, 60. 60 something years.
Oh,
69 years. Yeah,
69 years.
Yeah, 69 years. Yeah. Come.
Together to battle, the
Right.
number of whom is at the sand of the sea.
Right. So it said they were going to rule a short space. So that, and once they gathered together, right, to battle, them as numerous was because it speaks about Russia or Gog or Magog coming out with a number that's going to be like the clouds that covers covers the land, right? Because Gog is going to come out with a great number because what is it? The BRICS. The BRICS have what? Russia with them. They have China, right? And they got basically going to have North Korea behind them, right? They got what? South Africa, right? They got a big amount of a chunk of people that's behind the BRICS, that's coming against these Western powers, and then the Western powers are basically going to abandon America, you know. And so this whole little thing is all spilling out. Oh, you had that one too. You want to read that one quick before we? That one.
What one?
That verse that you had. Because I know I almost forgot it.
Is that right?
No, he had that one that was from the Apocrypha, I believe.
Yeah, I don't even.
What's it going into?
Yeah, because I ended up going
Yeah,
somewhere else.
Oh, he moved somewhere.
Yeah, the only thing
That's
he was holding Zachariah.
No, he was holding. No, he put some in the Apocrypha and he didn't read it.
I forgot, but
Yeah, he didn't read it. I don't know.
Oh, I know what it's Ecclesiastes 36.
Oh,
Okay,
and-
yeah,
and one.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, just read that.
You-
Go ahead.
All right, Ecclesiasticus 36, beginning at verse 1, points in 5. Have mercy upon us, O Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahushai, power of all, and behold us, and send thy fear upon all the nations that
Right.
seek not after thee.
Yeah, so during World War III, this is going to bring fear upon the entire world. Things are going to happen. No famine, death, pestilence, pushing in the micro-C hit.
The
This is the
race wars.
the race wars, all things. It's gonna bring up a bunch of fear to the entire world. And this is the time that we're at. The Lord's about to bring this, man. Period, man. That's it. But
Lift up thine hand against the strange nations, and
Right.
let them see thy power.
God, beautiful.
As thou
Right.
wast sanctified in us before them, so be thou magnified among us before them.
Right, the strange nation, Moab, Ammon, Elam, right? You know, Ham, Ishmael, of course Esau, you know, Edom, Esau, Edom, right? These are strange nations. And the Lord, what would you say? The last part that you put?
And magnified among them before us.
Yeah, hey, see, and the Lord's he's gonna magnify it before them. Hey, because
And
it's
magnify himself before them.
yeah, but magnify himself, right? Because what? When the time of World War III, what's gonna happen? Yahweh Shai is going to crack that cloud, right? He's going to appear in the midst of why they're fighting World War III. But not to mention, magnifying is when he's putting that strength, that warlike power upon the elect, and you're seeing different things. And then while World War III happening, Yahweh Shai cracked that cloud. You're going to see thousands and thousands, and it said thousands and thousands and 10,000 times 10,000. Hey, it's going to be a lot of chariots, bro.
What
It's
did
going to be a
David
lot
say?
of
David
chariots.
said, who would lead me into the strong city?
Slave City, yeah.
To that strong city.
He's gonna go back to from this thing that they've created in Christianity with this all love. He's gonna go back to Allah Shadja.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's gonna once again
I like that.
be declared by that title. You know,
Right.
It says, and then these nations will experience this, and let them know thee as we have known thee.
Right.
That there is no power but only thou, O power. I'm gonna get 6 too. It says,
Yeah.
do new signs and make other strange wonders. Glorify thy hand and thy right arm, that they may set forth thy wondrous works.
Yeah, because basically, because we know that there's no other power. See, unlike them, they think Esau's a power. Because, Esau can go make it rain. He can do all these other different things. He has all this power, and no one really trusts or fear the Most High. Right? So now it's time to fear. It's time to fear Yahweh Bashim Shai and his people.
Can I read
Right?
7 as well?
Yeah, come.
Verse 7, raise up indignation and pour out wrath.
You want to get it?
Right.
Okay.
Take away the adversary and destroy
Wow.
the enemy.
That was perfect.
Yeah.
Go ahead, speak on it.
What we all know right now, indignation, righteous anger. So, the Lord's anger is going to be kindled. And that's what I was saying earlier, he's going to go back to that understanding, the people are going to know him as they once did. By Allah Shadja, because he's going to pour out his wrath. He's going to go back to having the understanding that we once knew. That judgment was poured out quickly. We're dealing with Israel. You know what I mean? The serpents, the fiery serpents, the ground opening up, judgment being enacted. But he's given us a grace period, and these other nations as well as our people have forgotten his, we've been taught our power through the lens of not only his enemies, but those that had no understanding.
But the elect have a different mindset.
Now,
what did it say? It says, I have heard thy judgments and I was afraid.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, because, the Most High requires fear.
Right.
You know what I mean? And what causes a person to fear something? The understanding that, you can be, decimated at his whim.
Well, decimated is 10.
Yes.
So you can't take. Decimated is just 10. Like a 10th. It's like a 10th part.
When you look at numbers. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Annihilated.
Yeah.
Annihilated.
But, since things have 2 understandings, decimate can be 10, but,
I know what you're saying. We know what you're saying.
No, no. Yeah, but the apostle always goes to that
The
too.
apostle,
He's a stickler.
I definitely
If you
respect
say
that. I can respect
say
that.
that-
Yeah.
If he said he gonna it goes to 10. Nope.
I respect that,
Right.
because we do have a lot of new speak. So
Right.
according to what this world
Right.
now, decimate would be to completely,
Fucking
but
destroy.
according to our former understanding, it would be 10. So what was y'all saying? What was it? So I
10.
can change.
It's a 10th.
No,
yeah.
not this guy.
Oh.
No.
Annihilated.
Annihilate.
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
Yeah. Hey, he did that in, was that 10,000 when dude, no, when he said
300?
the one where your boy played Hercules, and he was like, annihilate them, and they just came and swarmed him. You remember, the one I'm talking about when, with
The Rock.
no, not the one with the Rock played, the other dude.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, not Arnold. Arnold never played Hercules. Did
No.
he? Nah, it was
no. He just played. Okay.
Yeah, that was Conan.
Conan. He
Yeah,
played
yeah,
Conan.
that was his greatest. Then he was pregnant. I stopped fucking with her. But yeah.
And let me
Oh
get-
yeah, but I'm gonna say because what you're saying too on that, that's also not to mention the Lord's raising up the tabernacles of David, and so the time that David was ruling, he went and made war with all the nations.
Yeah, that's why he
The-
couldn't
the
build
Lord-
the temple.
Yeah,
Yeah, too
but
much
that's the
blood
time.
on his
But
hands.
guess what? The Lord's raising up the tabernacle of David.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna come and and quiet all nations. The Lord said He's gonna make us
Gonna be
His weapons of
bloody
battle,
time.
axes of
Yeah.
war.
Mhm.
Right? He's gonna quiet all these nations, man.
Yeah.
Right? We're gonna come against you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tabernacle of David.
Can you grab this? This is the book of Psalms, chapter 108, in verse 9. I'm reading in the NLT. It says, "But Moab, my wash basin," it says, "will become my servant,
Right.
and I will wipe my feet on Edom." It says, "and shout in triumph over Philistia."
Right.
Like I like the way it says in the King James.
King
It
James,
says-
I like the way it
yeah, yeah,
I was cast my shoe.
yeah. Over, yeah.
That'll eat him.
Matter of fact, let me see.
Yeah, because that goes into when you go into the cast my shoe.
Yeah.
They what you call him? Was it Elder Yashawamba said he read a thing, even in the Ishmael they have a culture where called throwing a shoe
Yeah, they
basically
get on the
means
bush.
yeah.
Remember the
It
one
basically
who
means
thought he threw his shoe at Bush?
yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I'm
Same
saying,
shit.
but I'm saying the part of the custom. Okay, maybe if you can look that up, throwing a shoe in the Eastern customs, the Eastern customs.
It says, I'll read it again. It says, "Moab is my washpot. Over Edom will I cast out my shoe.
Yeah,
Over Philistia will I triumph."
right,
It says, "Who will bring me into the strong city? Who will lead me into Edom?"
right.
It says, will not thou, O power, who has cast us off,
What is the meaning?
and wilt
of
thou not,
throwing
thou,
your shoe at
O power, go
somebody?
forth with our hosts? You know what I'm saying? With the armies, you know what I'm saying? It says, through the Most High, no, let me see, I skipped one. It says, "Give us help from trouble, for vain is the help of man." It says, "Through the Most High we should do valiantly,
Yeah,
for he is it says, for he is it, Salakia, for he it is that shall tread down our enemies."
right. Come break it down, bro.
You know, yeah, and that's the Lord gonna be with us, man. That's the brother's gonna go through it. I mean, over it. In Zechariah, the 9th chapter, he's still holding it.
Yeah.
Hey, when that spiritual power comes, he says that he's gonna use what Ephraim as my bow. He said, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Judah, I forget how I miss
Judah's my bow, and Ephraim's the arrow.
the arrow. Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
You know, but they said the Lord gonna be hover around it. You know,
Right.
in the NLT it says that. So the Lord gonna really, he's the one that's gonna give us that strength, that power to overcome, you know, our enemies, man. You
Right.
know, when that time comes, you know.
Well, because that's what gave Esau the power to destroy us, to get us, to put us in our position. You know, that's why the Lord kept saying, "I've given them to your hands." It wasn't nothing of Esau, man.
Yeah.
It wasn't because you're so great.
Right,
He
that's
placed
why-
us in your hands.
Yes,
right?
that's why it says through the Most High we should do valiantly. You know, so
Right.
it's gonna be through
It's
the
not
power
it's
of
not
the Lord,
because
man.
of us. Because if it was of us, we'd have been took this motherfucker down.
Yeah.
But we couldn't. You know? You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Read the shoe again one more time. He got
Okay.
the thing.
Yeah.
It says, "Moab is my washpot. Over Edom will I cast out my shoe."
Hey, so I asked Google what is the meaning of throwing your shoe according to Eastern customs. Throwing a shoe in Eastern culture, particularly across the Middle East and South Asia, is a gesture of extreme disrespect, contempt, and severe insult.
Right. And that's the Most High saying that he's gonna throw a shoe at Edom.
Mhm.
So the Lord got a extreme discontempt for you.
Yeah.
And what did you say?
Extreme insult.
And an insult for this guy,
Let
man.
me allow me to proceed.
Allow me to elaborate.
Because shoes touch the ground and cover the feet, they are associated with dirt,
Oh,
making
yeah.
them ritually unclean.
Oh.
The core meaning is the part that had me
This
smiling.
Slacky, before you read that part, that makes sense. Why? Remember when you had a guest back in Israel in that time, it was a custom for you to wash their feet
Wash their feet.
before they come into the house. You have to wash their feet, or it would be what did it say, unritually clean.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Wow.
Yeah,
See,
so core
It's crazy.
meanings: ultimate contempt, throwing a shoe at someone or striking them with it, sometimes referred to as the act of throwing dirt on a person, implies the recipient is lower than the dirt on the thrower's shoe.
Yeah, ever since it's violent in the earth,
Yeah,
bro.
violent in the earth.
Yeah, gotta come up just to be on the bottom.
Yeah,
It
it
says
just said that. Yeah, right.
Political protest in a modern era, throwing a shoe at a politician or defacing statues with them has become a prominent, highly publicized form of political defiance and humiliation. Says, okay, here, biblical subjugation. This gesture has ancient roots. The Hebrew Bible notes that casting a shoe over a territory symbolizes conquest,
Ooh, we're gonna take them over.
Take them over.
Gonna take them over.
bringing the conquered people into subjugation.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
hey,
Call law you,
hey,
Yahweh
hey, what did Daniel
Baruch
the
atah
seventh
Yahweh, Baruch atah Yahweh Shai.
Hey, wait for it.
What did Daniel the 7th chapter said? The saints shall
Take the kingdom.
kingdom.
Done.
The Hebrew Bible notes that casting a shoe over a territory symbolized conquest, bringing the conquered people into subjection and servitude.
Slaves.
Slaves. Yeah, come.
Yes,
Call
sir.
law you, Yahweh Shai.
Fuck Esau, you're gonna be a slave, bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, hey, so keep doing your race baiting. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Hey, you're gonna step yourself into something you can't get out of, man.
Mm-mm.
Hey, that's why it says, hey, rejoice and be happy, O daughter of Edom.
Right.
Because this is your final, you know what I mean? You're at the
Final
weaning,
countdown.
right,
Yeah,
the
that's
weaning
it, yeah.
moments of your, of your joy. You know?
Yeah, because it says, yeah, you got it, brother. You got it.
Keep going. Oh.
Hey, that was it. That was.
No. Oh, no. I thought finish your thought. What you were saying?
Oh, no, I'm just, Esau is basically at that point where, like I said earlier, where that covering is going to be lifted up off of you.
Right. Cut.
Where you no longer receive the protection
Mm.
of you can't get touched.
Yeah.
You basically fixing to get hands put on you.
Right.
Left, right, and you gonna get beat up on the bottom of your feet, dude. You know what I mean? Top of your head to the bottom of your feet. You get ready to get that work, man.
Yeah.
It's Lamentations chapter 4, verse 21 in the NLT. Are you rejoicing in the land of Uz, O people of Edom?
Yes.
Rejoice
Yeah.
and be glad.
And I like how I said it's more like a question.
Yeah.
Are you rejoicing?
Yeah.
But they're not.
No.
Because what? It says we have turned the world upside down. Where we're preaching, we're doing a thing like in time of Acts. Well, this is Acts 2.0. We're turning their word upside down, and so they're looking for a way to shut things down. They want to do their race baiting. They're ready to put an end to it. They're ready to push that Novus Ordo Seclorum.
Right. Well, what was it
Right.
saying? Proverbs 29:2. So when the wicked are in authority, the people mourn. When the
Right.
righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Right.
God. Are you rejoicing in the land of Uz, O people of Edom? But you too must drink of the cup of the Lord's anger.
You too. Hey, because it happened to us. It happened to us, so it's gonna happen to you too.
Mhm.
Go ahead. Keep on.
And like you just said, brother, you too
You too. Yeah.
will be stripped naked in your drunkenness.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
be
all that
exposed.
pride, all that drunken, that pride, you're gonna be exposed, man.
He's being exposed,
Naked,
yeah.
yeah, being
That's right.
exposed.
That's right. Verse 22, O beautiful Jerusalem, your punishment will end. You will soon return from exile. But Edom,
Okay.
your punishment is just beginning.
Oh,
Your
nice.
punishment is
Just beginning.
That's right.
Ooh,
Soon, your many sins will be exposed.
Yeah.
right.
You know, and it's being exposed right now.
Yeah. but their punishment is just beginning.
Okay.
So that they're gonna have to go through this race wars, these race
Well,
riots.
it's waxing away, right? Like you said.
They're gonna get
because
destruction, and then they're gonna go into subjection.
yeah, because that things that they had us in, like the drug epidemic. You know, Esau's going through that with the opium, the poverty, right? Because poverty's starting to strike the average Edomite, man,
Yes,
and they don't know
it
what to do.
They're not rejoicing, like you said.
Not rejoicing.
Their time of rejoicing is and has come to a close. You know what I mean? They're whining and crying now.
Yeah.
Because like they are the new
The
ninja.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? They're the
No
new
more
ninjas.
happy days.
Yeah.
no more happy than that. No more was it Fonzie and
Fonzie and
what's the
Potsy
Potsy,
and
what? Yeah.
Fruit pop. How he go from
No,
man
no, no,
and
no.
chicks just swarm him to now he's the fruit fly, man. What the hell, man? This is
Oh, did you have a preset?
no.
Okay, well, I'm not supposed to be done then.
Well, you got that
Okay,
Zachariah.
Zachariah, yeah. We need that, yeah.
Yeah, we got that.
Yeah, we
Get
need
that.
that, yeah, we need that. Yeah,
Zechariah 9 and
12, wasn't it?
12, yeah. Or find a spot.
Yeah, I think I wanted more off of that.
Two?
Zechariah 9 and
It's a lot there, but
yeah.
because it goes into the covenant that he made. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna start at 11.
Okay.
It says Zechariah 9 and 11. As for thee also, by the blood of thy covenant,
Oh,
I have sent forth thy prisoners out of the pit wherein is no water.
Mm. Yeah, because there's really no truth here, man. The only ones that really have the truth are those of the correct mindset. You see, and we are those prisoners.
Yeah.
You know,
Out-
all Israel, but really right now there's an elect, and a remnant shall return. You know,
Turn you to the stronghold, ye prisoners of hope.
See,
Yeah.
prisoners of hope, man.
That's us, right?
Yeah, the hopeful elect.
Hopeful elect, yeah.
Yeah, because Christians, they don't. What need do you have for hope when you're already saved and highly favored? You know what I mean? You don't need to hope for salvation when you expecting a rapture.
Especially the Israelite
Yeah.
Christians, man. What
Yeah.
the scripture said, Jeremiah 2, it says, I have you have created you have done two evils.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, where you're holding water, you know, a cistern, broken cistern, where there's no water.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no water, man.
Says, even today do I declare that I will render double unto thee. When I have bent Judah for me, filled the bow with Ephraim.
Hey, brother, you reading NLT?
I mean, I can.
Yeah, read
Yeah,
that.
please,
Read that part.
I
See, but
already
that's-
know, you know,
Yeah.
he's probably reading along with me.
I'm
in
already
the
right there,
NLT.
you know, too. I'm
Yeah.
already right there. You want me to get it, brother? I'm already right there.
You know,
Okay,
it's all
okay.
good, you know.
I was just reading it.
I already know it. I didn't say it because I was being funny.
You like
I
it?
said it
Yeah.
because I'll start at 11 again. NLT.
Cut.
Because of the covenant I made with you, sealed with blood,
Mhm.
I will free your prisoners from death in a waterless dungeon.
Right, and who did the Lord make the blood covenant with?
It's the Israelites.
Now, Exodus, the 24th chapter.
Right.
Says, come back to the place of safety, all you prisoners who still have hope.
Right. Come back to safety. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, because our safety is in Yahweh Shem Shai, right? And then, like you said, the covenant, blood covenant. Hey, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shai spills blood. You have been bought with a price, right?
It says, I promise this very day that I will repay 2 blessings for each of your troubles.
Oh, yeah, double blessings, right?
Blessings.
Yeah, because the Lord gave us double for what we did, but then He give us double for our trouble, right?
Says, Judah is my bow and Israel is my arrow.
Right.
Jerusalem is my sword, and like a warrior, I will brandish it against the Greeks. There's neither Jew nor Greek. It's not gonna be looking good.
Okay,
if you're a
yeah.
Greek.
So yeah, you want to be a Greek. That's a good verse to bring out when they say,
Yeah.
"Oh, you're a Greek."
Yeah.
Did you know Greek?
Yeah. It
We're
says,
going to brandish his weapon, right? Hey, that's like what's his name? Doughboy on is it Boys in the Hood?
Wasn't good. Yeah.
And he goes like that.
Yeah.
He pulls up his.
Yeah.
Hey, brandish. Yeah. Hey, y'all want some of this?
Yeah.
What?
Want some of this? Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
I like the other one a little better.
From Domi and Minister
Common,
Jimmy.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that
Hey,
mission point.
hey, that's really what it's going to. The
Yeah,
mission.
yeah.
That's really, hey, yeah. Don't be embarrassed by drinking your juice and a problem. Yeah.
Dude, like,
Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah.
Marlon Wayans?
Yeah,
Hey, that dude's
stupid
funny.
ass,
Yeah, he's funny, bro. Yeah, because that's what it's gonna be. I think. Did it say USSR on the thing too?
Yes, it did.
Yeah, Common.
I'm pretty sure it's been years since I
I
seen
think
it,
it
but
said.
I think it did.
I think it said
say
USSR.
USSR.
I think it said Hey, so that's spiritual.
It
Yeah.
says,
The Lord said, was it at least what you call him always say that. Another apostle was there's a truth and justice.
Judge, yeah.
Right,
Come,
yeah,
come. It says Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, will appear above his people.
Oh, that's what you're talking about. Huh?
Yeah.
Appearing, yeah, in the chariot.
Yeah. His
Right.
arrows will fly like lightning,
Right, there's the laser beams, right? Yeah.
zapping and man,
Turning people
melting
up powder.
powder.
Apostle Gabar said, "Wapple zapple."
Apples, apples.
What?
Yeah, I like that one.
Hey,
He said, "Hey, people be running, going like that, and the body goes that way, and the legs go that way. Hey, man, the Lord's gonna be doing." Hey,
I like the old movies better, but I like the new CGI more. So the old world was the shit.
It's the shit. I
But
like
the
that
way Tom Cruise, when he was running and that shit was zapping people and he got like
Dust on them.
dust on him from
Yeah.
people,
Yeah,
hey, that's man,
that's the Lord turning to power. Yeah.
boom, and they just, powderized them. Hey, should
Yeah.
they not be utterly beaten into powder?
Yeah, what is it?
Yeah.
The dust of the smell of what?
Smoke, dust.
Smoke,
Smoke.
smell nothing but the
So I
Well,
saw
well,
dust,
they-
but
well,
it smelled
smell the
smoke.
smoke, yeah.
Well, they know that from what's his name? Lot's wife.
Yeah.
He zapped and then just turned into it took all the moisture out of her and just left her still right where she was at.
I think
Where
the
she
apostle
stood.
said because she turned around and looked
Looked.
at from that,
Yeah, it took everything out of her.
The
Yeah.
force field that was behind them was on their back. So when she turned, she basically, you know what I mean? You
Yeah.
remove the protection.
The barrier.
Yeah, you was told not to look. It says, the sovereign Lord will sound the ram's horn and attack like a whirlwind from the southern desert.
Hey, the chariot, hey, coming in, and hey, so that's that war, that warlike spirit. The Lord's gonna put. He got it. He has it.
Oh, of course.
The Lord's coming with that, man.
Oh man,
The Lord's
We've been
coming with
waiting
the
for 2
spirit.
days.
Hey,
Yeah.
3
Yeah.
days. Yeah, he about to do it. Yes, it's been almost 3 days. Yeah, about to be my 3 days now. Yeah, he's about to come.
Either way, he hasn't lost any of his
Vigor.
Well, it tells you that, right? I'm gonna cry like a travailing woman.
For a valiant woman, yeah. Anger, that's a war cry.
Paybacks. Is
I would
Man.
devour at once.
Yeah, huh? I would devour her once. Yeah,
It
that's a
says,
good one.
verse 15, the Lord of heaven's armies will protect his people.
Not just going into the elect, not
Right.
not the
Not all
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Israel.
not
I mean,
the
because the Lord
first.
already did that.
Yeah.
The Lord did that, and what did you get? No thanks to nobody don't have any gratitude towards the Most High, or even because even Jake was still in the wilderness. They were still complaining. They were murmuring. It was never enough. But we got to come to a place where, like even the apostles talks about how we have to love to suffer, and you're still gonna have to praise the Lord even when we're suffering. You still praise Yahweh.
What did Job say? Shall the Lord do good and not evil? You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah, the Lord giveth, the Lord taketh. Yeah, that's what
you
he's got.
gotta, you gotta thank him for the good, thank him for the middle, and thank him for the bad. When you're in the shit, you gotta, the water, please, Baba Kashah, bring me through it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when you're through it, the water, Yahweh Shem Yahshua for this peace.
Yeah, because it's gonna be like I said, the ultimate test. The hour of temptation is the ultimate test.
Yeah.
You're gonna if something's gonna happen to you, you can go some days without eating. You can go some days without water. Something's gonna happen to you. So, but you're gonna have to have faith, bro.
You have to.
Hey,
You can't let little bullshit fucks you up now. How much more in that time? And demons are gonna be let loose.
And that's
You know,
why it's
demons are
written too.
even now. You can see the height of the demons. You see the way that people are doing shit. You're like, whoa, like demon.
They on them.
Demons are on people on a higher
A
level,
lot more
man.
people talking to themselves,
Yeah.
arguing with something. You know what I mean? Like, what's he arguing with? It's funny because I was out a couple of weeks ago. The guy walked by. It was me and another guy. I was doing the food delivery, and I was standing there talking to this one brother, and this other brother walked by, and he was like, man, snapping. And the brother like, man, who he fighting? I was like, his demon. The brother was like, yeah, man, you right. I was like, yeah, he fighting with his demon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not fighting. He's not fighting it a right.
No,
He don't
no.
know how to call on the name.
No.
And then you don't know how to administer the medicine, which is the scriptures. You don't know how to do the precept upon precept, line upon. So it's a medicine. That's why the Lord said that he didn't come for the healthy. He came for the sick, right? He didn't come for those who are not in need of a physician.
Right.
Right.
Well, the thing is, right now, the people they're in a boiling point, man. You know, they're ready to boil over, man.
And,
Right.
and many of them, and the 2/3 are at that. Why should you be punished any further? You will only revolt more and more. They're not. The medicine is there, and it goes back to you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink.
Right.
So the prophets, everybody out on the highways, the byways, trying to give you that medicine, and they don't want it. You know what I mean? They are happy, with that Christianity. Because again, like we always say, that Christianity has given them a license to sin. You know what I mean? Christianity has given all of these Jake a license to do wickedly. A license to put away the commandments. Do we then make void the law? God forbid. But Christianity says, hey, make void the law.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And not giving you a license to sin, Christianity says, hey, the law's done away with. Well, what is sin? Sin is the transgression of. So, hey, all of these things,
They don't have an answer. They just say
No.
sin just mean doing something bad.
Right.
And then what's bad? They'll tell you drinking where you can't drink. And well, no, you actually could drink.
Right.
It's just overdoing it. That makes it bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can't be drunken.
Moderation.
Money,
It's
the
not
love
the
of
root,
money is the
right.
root of all
Come
evil.
on.
Money's not the root of all evil. The love of the money is the root of all evil.
Yeah.
But-
Premarital sex.
Sex is marriage.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
right,
right, yeah,
sex,
yeah.
sex
Shacking
is
up.
marriage.
That's wicked. Oh man, no, come on.
It says,
Can't find it, bro.
Okay.
and they will defeat their enemies by hurling great stones.
Hurling grace. And then to defeat their enemy by hurling great stones, right? Which goes into what the missiles, right?
Yep.
Yeah, because the great stones have to be the missiles, right? But that kind of goes still to that whole point of the shoe too, right? When they're throwing the shoe, because that's gonna basically put them into slavery. The missiles are gonna get shot, and which that is gonna put you in a position where,
He's going to bring about his own demise.
you're gonna bring upon your own demise. But then that bring the elect in, because they're gonna be in their bunkers, and they're the ones with the spiritual power. The elect gonna come back, bring them out of their bunkers, slap chains on them, and they're all gonna go into slavery. Man.
Yeah, we're gonna make their women lie with the men, so they can bring back all those got destroyed here in America.
The
Right?
ugly ones.
They gotta the ugly ones, yeah.
You
The
get to
ugly
keep
ones.
the ugly ones, the big, fat, ugly, stinking. Yeah, you get to keep those.
Yeah, you know they're gonna be
Yeah,
stinking.
Hey, all you ones in the space station, hey, as you come back down,
Yeah.
I'll be right back for you, Playboy.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, they can't have like Cindy Crawford in the prime.
No. She's yeah, no. You get the.
Can't have Bo Derek in her prime. Can't have none of that.
No. You can have Oprah.
Oh,
Oprah Winfrey.
What? That's you?
Yeah.
I should
I was joking.
No, you're not.
Yeah, you know.
No, you're not. All right, let me finish that up. Then we could. It says they will be filled with blood like a bowl, drenched with blood like the corners of the altar.
Right, because when they used to sacrifice, they used to drain the blood. The blood would flow out.
Right,
into
then you
the
burn
bowls,
it that
man.
way. And
It's just telling you there's gonna be a lot of bloodshed.
Bloodshed.
It's like the scripture says.
To the
Well, 'cause this is
the
the
horse
place-
is bridle, yeah.
Yeah, the horse brought, and this place is the altar.
It says the altar.
Right, good. Goes into
There's
that.
a little bit more, right?
It can be.
Was there more?
It can be.
I think there was good. I think there was more.
Verse 16. On that day, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, their power will rescue his people. Just as a shepherd rescues his sheep, they will sparkle in his land like jewels in a crown.
Mm-hmm.
How wonderful and
Oh, yeah.
beautiful they will be. The young men will thrive on abundant grain, and the young women will flourish on new wine.
Did you skip a verse? It says that they're gonna be like if they were drunken with wine.
Yeah, I think you read that one.
You read that?
Yeah.
Okay, I missed it.
Yeah, I
Go-
read
go
all
back
the
to-
way. I
go
read
back
all
to-
the way from
Start back with you were in the
I don't know, random time. The Lord having always protected his people, defeated the shout now.
I thought you read that part.
Yeah, that's
Am I thinking of a different verse?
I think you're thinking of a different verse because the only part where it says, which would have been what I just read at the
Mhm.
end, says, and the young women will flourish in new wine. It says, for how great is his goodness and how great is his beauty. Corn shall make the young men cheerful and new wine the maids. So that's really the only spot.
Yeah.
This is above verse 12.
Might be.
Because most of this is just Judah and Ephraim.
Yeah, verse 15, brother.
Yeah, I thought you read it.
Yeah.
Did you read that?
Yeah, the
Also
Lord
out
of
there.
heaven's armies will protect his people, and they will defeat their enemies by hurling great stones. They will shout in battle as though drunk with wine.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
They will be filled with blood like a bowl.
Right, okay, I
drenched
missed it.
with blood.
Yeah.
Drum,
You
Yeah,
it's
the
like
drum-
rage.
drum-
on the
Yeah.
bowl.
Yeah,
The rage, the rage.
Yeah, well, when it's the
You
bowls,
was
I was all
on the
happy.
bowl, you missed
The
it.
blood. Yeah, it's gonna be like, you know, when you have that those beer muscles, you know, when you feeling good,
Yeah.
you think that
Like
man,
drunk with rage, like
Yeah.
rage, right?
Yeah. Ooh, cause it's hard. Hey, when somebody drunk like that, it's hard to control them, man. Especially when they're feeling good.
They start fighting,
Yeah.
especially like Gad. You be trying to fight, and they be getting beat up. And they forever they keep fighting. They don't go
Yeah.
down. It's like crazy. But yeah, that part is like you have like rage. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Cause they're talking about the
Yeah,
elect.
yeah,
They
yeah.
say
Oh,
they should
yeah.
be drunk.
That's like they were drunk with wine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's that rage. Yeah. Cause you know how like cause I know me you know I'm really a cool laid back person, but like when you get you drunk and you get mad, it's like a different
Yeah.
it's like a different anger. You be like it's a different anger when
You
you
missed
get
that
mad.
altogether. I ain't sneeze.
Okay, I thought you did.
Nah.
Yeah, Barakatado.
Nah,
Yeah,
nah.
yeah, yeah.
He know what I did.
Go ahead and take it down, bless you.
He know what I
Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's a rock.
Did we get Ezekiel 25 and 12? We did it on.
It's on his list.
It's on your
Go ahead.
list?
Get it. No, this was for earlier, but yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you can. Go ahead.
It's a
Look
lot.
at this. Get this one.
It's
Yeah.
Sirach chapter
Ezekiel
10.
what?
It's a 25 and 12.
Sirach chapter 10 and verse 10. Let me see.
Right there. The physician,
The physician cutteth off a long disease.
right? Which that's Esau, man. So the physician is Yahweh Shai, and Yahweh Shai is coming to cut off the long disease, to take them out of this, out of the world, man. Right? Because they're the only ones that's causing everything to be where it's at, you know, right? Like you said, when the wicked are in authority, the people mourn. When the righteous are in authority, the people are going to rejoice. So once Yahweh Shai is ruling again, again, hey, life is going to be good, man. It's going to be a lot better, even for the heathen. You know, even though we're telling you you're going to be slaves and you're going to be in subjection, and then later you'll be tributaries. You're going to be happy when you could drink real water. You can eat a freaking fruit and actually get the nourishment that you need. You know what I mean? That's gonna be way more beneficial than going through this thing. Better than getting a micro chip and being checked in and checked out. You can't drive your car if you don't have the micro chip. You can't go to work without the micro chip, or even the digital ID, which is the forerunner to the chip.
That's
It's just gonna be way greater. You're not gonna have to go through that.
our subjugation to the nations is going to be in righteousness. But Esau, oh no, you get the muddy water, you get the contaminated food, you get, you don't get
You get the micro chip
outside of just outside of any kind of
ultimate,
immoral, wicked type
the
shit.
end all be all,
Nah,
because the
you
most
get
wicked
that.
thing you could do is put a chip in. That's the most wicked and the most vile thing you could do is put a chip in somebody, man. And to know that chip is the C word, right? Anterus, it starts with a C. You know what I mean? And when you know that's that.
Yeah, because it's foreign to the body, man.
It's foreign to the body. Yeah. That's the most wicked thing you could do.
Yeah.
You think you could control, and you're just a man like me. How dare you think that you're God? But that's his mentality. That's Esau's mentality.
Sit on the sides of the north.
He think himself as God is the Most High,
Right.
right? And that's a good way to be able to do that because of the cameras, because of the surveillance. Because I can put a chip, I can know where you're going, I can tell you what you can eat, what you can't eat, when to sleep, when to go. Like you can't leave this 15-minute city,
Hey,
right?
when it's
And then
time
the
to go.
ultimate thing is to what he's gonna do is what, according to the Georgia Guidestones, is he only wants 500 million people. So there's about 8 billion people on the planet. So he's talking about killing 7 billion and a half people, man.
7.5
Billion
billion.
people.
Yeah.
So this dude is
Colin.
wicked. So what the Lord ain't
Colin,
talking
yeah.
about doing that. The Lord's blessing is be fruitful and multiply. But we're even gonna tell that to the heathen. Be fruitful and multiply. But hey, you're gonna be under us. You're gonna worship our God. You're gonna be at our the Feast of Tabernacles. You're gonna do our thing. But
Those that
but
would
you're
not
gonna
come up
be good.
should
Yeah.
have no rain. Yeah.
Oh.
If Egypt comes
I think I was telling that, huh? Is that Zechariah 9?
What's that?
Well,
Yeah, you already brought it out.
About what?
Nah, I didn't.
Yeah, we over 3 hours, huh?
Oh, but
And he is today a king, tomorrow shall die.
right, and Esau's a king today, but tomorrow he's died. He's gonna die.
Hey, what
Yeah,
it say? Will you say to him that slay you, I am a God?
Right. Huh?
You know? Puny,
Right.
Yeah.
And what the scripture says, "For him that stealeth the man and be still found in his hand,
Yeah.
shall surely be put to death."
And we're gonna be found in his hands.
Oh, without a doubt. He always talking about, you don't like it, here go. No.
With
I
your
like
hands.
it. I like it. You good. I ain't going nowhere.
Right.
I'm pointing at your ass. There he is.
Right.
You know, hey, and that was spiritual too when Loki was like, I am a god, you puny. Crushed his ass back and forth. You know what I mean? Hey, that's what Esau gonna get.
Yeah. And
He
Loki
thinks
looked like the
himself-
ultimate.
Yeah.
He's like the ultimate Edomite. He was
Edomite,
really
yeah.
pale,
Yeah.
really pale, frail,
Yeah.
frail looking, but he's talking like he's a god.
Talking big man
Bah,
shit.
bah, bah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Puny
Dashed up.
God. Hey, he gonna
Yeah.
get his ass handed to him.
How long you still been going?
3 hours, 7 minutes.
Oh, but I mean, he's gonna.
All right,
What you read?
Ezekiel 25 and starting
Oh,
at 12.
So,
And the heading is Edom. Thus saith Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai power, because that Edom hath dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and hath greatly offended,
Right.
and revenged himself upon them.
Right.
Therefore, thus saith Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai
So-
power.
So we know the word of revenge, right? And wait, so that's what they're doing. They came up against us, and this is really ultimately for revenge, you know, because they sold their birthright. They sold their birthright.
They saw what wasn't theirs in the first place. It just was brought out, you know, through the process
Right.
that the Most High wanted to have it brought out. But it was never yours.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
it was never-
basically just gave us what was already ours.
Right.
Dumbass.
Dumbass, what he said. I will also stretch out mine hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, from Salakia, from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by
Right.
the sword.
Teamanites are the Germans, which a lot of them are the small hatters, which basically is what's running this thing. A lot of them are the international bankers. They're the ones who's doing a lot of the decision making in the world,
Yeah.
right? That's why the Lord speaks about there's no more wisdom in Teman, because going into them, they're the ones who's ruling the world. Teman, the
Yeah,
Teamanites,
and Dedan was a great port city.
right?
So what's this place?
A great port
Great port
city. Yeah.
And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel.
Oh, there you go.
And
That's-
they shall do in Edom according to
Yeah.
mine anger.
Right, and my people, what do with my people, the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, which are the Lord's people, which we're no longer going to be calling ourselves those names. We're going to be calling ourselves Yashar Allah. Man, we're the Lord's people, and by His hand shall we rule? Shall we dominate this world? So basically, all that race baiting that you're doing, hey, it's going to be, it's going to bring you
It's
to
going to
your
be
end.
answered.
Yeah, it's
And
gonna, yeah.
according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh
Yeah.
Shai Power.
Because ultimately, this is really the Lord's vengeance.
Yeah.
Because the Lord said that for His name's sake,
Yeah.
that He's doing this. It's not really because of our good or whatever, how good we are. It's really for the Lord's name's sake.
Yeah.
Which is why He even raised the tents of Judah first.
Yeah.
It's for His name's sake.
Ezekiel 36. So yeah, for my name's sake.
It goes all the way back to Moses, when he was like, you know, hey Lord, you made them a promise. The other nations will say, look, you know what I mean? You destroyed them when he was getting ready to destroy
Right,
us.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
like, for your name, for His word. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, because of what He said is the reason why we still exist.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. True. Yeah. So yeah, with all that, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and close out. I'm gonna face the east. So we give all praise, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham Rakakadash. Yeah, we'd like to give double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who rule well and do well. To the elder apostles, bishops in Connecticut, the bishops, the preachers, the teachers, the evangelists, and the four winds, preaching in truth and sincerity, risking your lives more now than ever, the hopeful elect, Shalom. To the Israelite foreigners who phenotype may look like another nation, but bloodline goes back to Israel and have come back to the fold. Shalom. To your sisters, your Akwatium, who listen and learn under your husband, which is your spiritual leader, with meekness and with silence, and above all, and Kwam Yasharala.
Hey, shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
Hit the X.
They do mine as well.
I was gonna say, you stopped your stream from right there, too?
Do me, baby.
Dude.
Brother, where's the X at, brother?
Right there.
It's like pray good. Hit the square, man.
Oh, the square.